right into the channel.
Yeah, I was going to say the only product I've used is TriCaster, but it's used for like sports more than anything.
Yeah. All right. Come on. Bitch. I see me. Okay. I don't see... Oh, because I got to add Mandy to the overlay because we redid your call. So let me come back over here. And Seth, and this one is Mandy. Boom. I'm remembered. Okay. Echo big time. Really, Gary? How bad? I knew it was going to do something wrong.
It definitely looks pretty good on the output for the most part.
Let me try this. How's that? Now. Any better?
I'm not sure what we're supposed to be looking at.
You're looking at Fantasy Grounds. You're looking at a blank desktop of Fantasy Grounds right now. I'm getting ready to start covering stuff.
I see the campaign set up, and I'm happy. Okay, I'll set up and stay out of your way.
Gary, is the echo on me or on the players and or both? I'm getting somebody's in Twitch helping out. Only players are echoing. Okay, so...
Only players.
Let's see.
Check. Are players echoing? I'm testing players echoing. Echoing, players echoing.
All right, how's that now? Gary, I turned off one of the buses.
Testing, players echoing.
Hello.
There we go. Okay, yep, it's my bus. I had them turned on and then turned them off. Okay, well, I think we are better. And how's their videos looking, Gary, from your side? How do these lovely people look?
Other than me figuring how to get all this shit off my screen, because it doesn't happen when I record like this, but yeah.
Mandy, are you thinking you look squished?
It looks a little bit like that, like the webcams. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's me.
Well, I think Mandy's trying to talk, but she can't hear her.
We can hear. Can y'all not hear Mandy talking?
I can't hear anyone else besides you.
Oh, now I can't hear anybody. What is that?
I also did not hear, I think it was Kevin.
I can't hear any of you.
I hear you, but I don't hear anyone else.
Okay. So, not happening. Oh, this is just great. They can't hear each other. Why not? Let me see. Put it back into A. Let's see. Now.
Started after you broadcast.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah,
I can hear you and hear everyone else. So.
Okay,
now I hear everybody.
Okay, Gary, did the echo come back? Echo came back. Okay, so I've got to get with Frank again. I'm not quite certain what the buses are doing for VMix, because it says a master overlay. All players shouldn't be. They're in the bus A call. Why me?
Why not you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to I've got. Let me make sure G is working. Everybody's in G bus. That's for returns. And where this.
By the way, I love that green background. That is awesome.
Well, it will be something lovely once I figure out how all this shit works.
Okay, that looks awesome.
Wait, and my wife found these for me. So
Okay,
I'm terrible at doing voices, but if I actually use these, I sound like I actually have orc tusks.
Okay, we are ready. So we'll figure this out some more. We'll do some more testing tomorrow without y'all. All right, welcome, folks. I'm Jimmy Duffy. I am the owner-operator of Praetor's Rejects, and as Mandy can tell you, we try to have a little fun here, playing a little D&D, and y'all are the new guinea pigs. Welcome, y'all are now Rejects. Official Rejects, once we start this, okay? So,
I'm glad I wasn't rejected by the Rejects.
Normally, so we're going to turn some Fantasy Grounds tonight. We're going to then, we will do character creations. We'll try to do, if time permits, to do a little session 0 to get you indoctrinated into a little combat and how all the controls work inside Fantasy Grounds. You won't remember most of it. If you're new to Fantasy Grounds, it'll take a couple of sessions to get comfortable with it. Always ask questions. Don't get frustrated. Yell at me. Figure out. Sometimes I may go too fast. Slow my roll. Hey, try that again in slow English, please. And we'll go from there. And then hopefully have some fun here for a few months as we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Now, so what you're looking at is lovely Fantasy Grounds. This is control. It is heavily automated for 5e. You will sometimes we'll making some manual rolls. There'll be other times you'll be in and out of your character sheet to do stuff, but a lot of it, based on what you pull out of your character sheet and click on, is automated. It will know most of the time when advantage or disadvantages are thrown, modifiers and stuff like that. You won't have to. You'll think some, but we're going to try to focus, because of the automation, it helps try to play a little bit more on the role-playing side. You can get more into your character than trying to remember what was in this rule and what was I supposed to go look for this, things like that. Okay. So, in this screen you're looking at, it's the main desktop. On the left-hand side, you have got this big box. This is your chat window, and this is where you'll see all the roles or any kind of activity that's going on for the whole table to see will happen here. If you grab one of your dice and throw it into the window, you'll see a roll. Right?
Is it supposed to be more readable than it is, or is that just is the fact that it's that small?
Don't look at my output. Put my output.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what when we come back to this, it's only going to show y'all's cameras. It's not going to show the Fantasy Grounds. Just in case you're wanting to see where I'm pointing, the mouse it's pixelated. I'll figure out why, but I will get this set up so that it's just like a Zoom call. What y'all will be returned back for y'all will be just the video calls itself, so y'all can see each other as you're talking and playing. That's all.
Great. Thank you.
So yeah, but you're supposed to be looking at the main Fantasy Grounds table itself. All right. You've got dice along the bottom. You will talk about colors. If for some reason you can't find your dice, if you notice, if you throw your dice somewhere not inside the window, the dice doesn't come back. It just lands on the table somewhere else. So you would say, well, where do I find my dice? Or to get them all back in an order, you can right mouse click anywhere on the blank tabletop, the brown area of Fantasy Grounds, and at the 9 o'clock position, you'll see arrange dice. You put all your dice back in order. You can find them all. Okay? The plus minuses, the +2, +5s, and advantage, disadvantage buttons. When we call for a manual roll that we may want to, I may say, you've got disadvantage on this roll, roll me something real quick. This is where you will do that. If I say, give me an advantage roll, you click once on the ADV button, you grab your D20, and you throw it in the chat window. And it will throw 2 dice for you. Okay? It didn't for you, Mandy. Did you not?
I only did one.
Oh, there you go. It scared me. I was like, there you go. And you will see that if it's advantage roll, the dice is green. If you do the disadvantage roll and roll the dice, you'll see that it's red. And that was showing you the higher or the lower of the 2 numbers. Okay? Same thing with a plus minus. A lot of times with cover, I may say, well, you're shooting at a -2. You click on the -2, throw your dice. It does the math for you. Okay? Also in chat, if you're wanting to, which you don't see, is along the top above the chat window, when we have our characters created, there'll be little boxes that'll be your avatars. If you want to whisper to somebody, you will be able to right-click on their name, and there'll be a little whisper icon, and you can type that in and hit enter, and it will put it in the chat window for them to see. I also see the chats, just so you know. I see all private messages, so I know when you're talking. Okay. If I want to talk to one of y'all, as let's say y'all have met a goblin, and he doesn't know common, and I say something to you, I will type something in chat. If you have when we have our languages picked, if you understand that language, it translates it for you in Fantasy Grounds, so you know what's being said. Other people may not. Okay, you'll see that's what that funny text means.
That is so cool.
Yep. Okay. All right. That's the simple part. Let's talk about the bigger points that are over on the right-hand side. Some of the stuff you're going to have a lot open. You'll always kind of have your chat window sitting there. You'll want to be able to have access to it to see what dice rolls are. There are icons, little icons in the upper right-hand corner. The first one is the combat tracker, and that's the cross swords. When we go into combat and we're all in a game, everybody's tokens will be here. Your some little bit of line, some stats will be sitting here. This will show you as we go through initiative orders, tracking and whose turn is in order. And it will give you some minor information about the players and a little information about the monsters or people that you're facing. It'll all be here. And so you can close the window when we're not in combat, but you want to kind of keep it open definitely when we're in combat. And we'll do a little combat scenario so you can see it in action. But there's a lot of information going on here when we're in battle. The other icons, very cool. There's the party sheet, is the 3 little people, upper right-hand corner. When we're all characters, everybody's will be listed here. And you'll be able to see some general stats about your companions. There's an inventory tab. When we start gathering, keeping stuff and finding stuff, there'll be parcel items. You'll have coins. It'll show some of it. Shows you a little bit of information. I see a whole bunch more, but this is where you can see when you like. Let's say you'll open up a chest and some stuff in it. I put that in the parcel item so y'all can see everything that you just found, and then y'all can start haggling about who gets what. Okay. That's what's in there. So we can close that out. Next little one you go into is the color icon, which is the palette. This is basically how you change the color of your dice, folks. So you don't like the color of your dice because you think you're rolling crappy, as this story goes on a table roll. It's time to change your color of your dice. You could go in here and play around with them.
It is proven that if you're rolling badly and you change the color of your dice, you will stop rolling shit. It's proven.
Table.
It's science. It's actual science.
Yep. Except for Praetor. Praetor is horribly bad all the time. But that's what the palette means. And it will, when your characters, your little avatar boxes are upper left-hand corner, there'll be a little dot in the corner of one of your pictures, and that it'll be the color that represents your dice. And so people like to all change their have unique colors so we know what we're throwing when we look at the chat window.
Okay, it didn't work right now. I'm guessing that's because I don't have a character yet.
Yeah, you don't have a character yet. Yeah. We'll get that.
Okay.
It's just that's fine. But you can change the colors. You'll see the dice along the bottom change colors if you play around.
It didn't work for me.
Huh? I think we need to load a character before.
Yeah, load a character. That's fine. Okay.
Okay. Good enough.
All right. So next icons down below, there's plus minus modifiers. If we do some extra, we get into some more math. We do that here. The main ones you're really going to be worried about is if you get, we'll talk about, we have an incentive for viewers to participate in the game, and they can buy stuff every now and then to affect either y'all or me. Sometimes you may be granted a critical hit. Okay, well, if that happens, before you make your attack roll, you'll come into this modifier button, and you're going to click the critical indicator, and that will then, when you throw your damage, it will automatically do the crit for you. Okay. Let me see, Gary. You're saying the players are a little loud, huh? I'll bring them down a little.
Oh, I can just reduce my sound.
No, I'd rather you bring your volumes up. Let me control your sound. Okay. I'd rather you guys coming in nice and clear. And
I'm sending something super hot. It should probably be like -5.
Yeah, I'm bringing down a little bit. Okay. So there's what the modifiers are. And then last but not least, the little zombie guy is the effects in Fantasy Grounds. There's a bunch here. This is basically a lot of the automation inside Fantasy Grounds. And when things happen, if it's not attached to your character sheet, or if I need to grab it, I come in here and I can pull effects and I drag them on you in the combat tracker, and it then takes into account. If you've been hit and you have disadvantage on your next attack, I can throw that effect on you. You roll your attack, it'll automatically do the disadvantage roll and then takes the effect off. But sometimes if I say, you're blinded, I can just grab blinded, I drag and drop it onto you, and Fantasy Grounds knows what that means to you when we're playing. Okay, big icons. You'll have a PC or character button when we create our key PCs and characters. When you first log into Fantasy Grounds, this box pops up. Your character's sitting there for you to take control of. You click on it, it loads you right on to Fantasy Grounds. That's about the only time you ever go in there. The big notes flag you see is this is how and where you can go in and create notes while you're playing the game to remember things. Like you're supposed to do at a table game and write your notes and all that. This is where you can go in, right mouse click on it, create an item. You can create yourself notes while you're playing the game, general type notes that affect the campaign, not particularly to your character, but people you meet, places you go, things like that. You can put them here. You can also, when you create that note, there's a little check mark up above to say make it public so that you can share it with the whole group. Or you can keep it private just for yourself. This is the best place you want to go to be able to keep notes while you're in the game. You will then have the best one, that's the last one you want to look at, is your library. We're going to go into library right now. You're going to open that up for me. Let me turn off things I don't need. Note, story, tables, characters, NPCs, don't need encounters, quests. Okay, so here's where we're going to start loading some modules. And this is basically the access. I have the ultimate license of Fantasy Grounds, which means while you're connected to the table, I can share you all the rule books, all the material, and it doesn't cost you anything. Your demo version, I paid the big boy price, and so everything's free for you to use while you're connected to the table. So what you're going to do, well, we need to get some books loaded here. So down the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see a little button that says Modules. You're going to click on that. You're going to have a bunch of books here you need to open up. You're going to see a Conditions and Effects module. You're going to see a little book. Yeah, you need to load it. That'll make the little zombie guy I was talking about earlier. When you go back and look at that, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff in there. Now,
do you want us to just load everything?
No, that's just one at a time. Because I don't want you, because the player's handbook, a couple of these books are pretty big, and your Fantasy Grounds will stall out. It'll look like it's locked up. It's not locked up. It's just Fantasy Grounds, and this is an old 32-bit platform still, while they're still getting Unity fixed up, and so it's a little cranky sometimes. So we got the 5e Conditions and Effect, the 5e Inspiration cards. Open that up.
I don't see
them.
that.
No, you don't, because never mind. Now you do. Be helpful if I put a green check mark next to it. All right. So you should see that. You will see Player's Handbook. Click on that one and take a pause for a second, because it's going to, depending on your download speed, whether you're hardwired or Wi-Fi, it'll be a little slow. But while that's loading, you can still load. You'll see some other player ones. Elemental Evil, you'll want to load. You'll want to load the Sword Coast Adventures Guide.
Okay, I don't see Elemental Evil.
Let me see. Did I turn it on? Make sure I did.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
One second. Well,
I do now see 5e inspiration cards.
There's Elemental Evil. I have it open, but I don't have it shareable. Bingo. Okay. Now you will. Elemental Evil. Sword Coast.
Still trying to load Sword Coast.
It takes a second. Well, you can hit a button, but your player's handbook is probably, unless you haven't opened it up. Sword Coast should have fixed it. They used to have a couple of problems with that book, but they fixed it.
No, I mean, Player's Handbook loaded pretty quickly. Sword Coast there we go, just finally got it.
Yeah, it took a while for mine too.
Okay, maybe it's Sword Coast is okay. I thought they'd fix that one. Okay, so Sword Coast is loaded. Volos.
Wait, no, Sword Coast is not loaded. What the heck?
Just give it a second. Hit the book.
There it is. Okay. It said unload, but it wasn't open. Now it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it takes a while.
It takes a little bit. Volos.
I'm all done.
Xanathars. And someone who was asking for Xanathars. One of y'all were. Someone wanted it.
That was me.
It was you. There you go. Huh? And then you should have a Waterdeep Dragon Heist book. I think that's it, folks.
Okay.
Do you want us to load the DMD?
You can. It's got some player stuff in it. Some people want to look at it. It's not any information new that you don't already know, but it's there just in case.
All right. I'm still loading up Dragon Heist. We've got everything else except I didn't see Elemental Evil, so I'm just waiting for us to finish loading.
If it doesn't, you can close your activation window, then go back into it again. Click back on modules, let it refresh.
It's not letting me close it. What the heck?
Just at the well, it's still loading. Then just give it a second.
Okay, there
we go. Be patient, Padawan.
The library.
Like I said, it's 32-bit. It's older than some of y'all.
Anybody who's ever sat near me with my computer knows I have no patience for my computer.
I know how you are.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm in the library now. Modules and elemental evil. Okay. Yay. All right. So I don't have the DM's guide, and that is it.
Don't. Perfect. You can open and close it. Yeah. Some of these things. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All righty. So then
that.
when you close, that's all right. Now you're back to your library, and you're going to see all these books that are open now on your left-hand side, and you can click on any of them, and you can see basically the contents of the book. We'll use this from time to. We'll really get into it when we create the characters here in a little bit, and let that mayhem ensue. Okay, we're back to your desktop. You can close that out. You've got the books loaded. I'm trying to think. Was there really anything else that y'all need to know about? You can the function keys along the bottom. These are standard function keys 1 through 12. If you hold down the control key or the shift key, the alt key, you'll see that they change. You basically, they use them to hotbar some of your attacks or things that you want to have quick access to instead of having to go find them up in the upper. You can drag. I'll show you how to hotbar some of them so that if you want to get quick access to it, you just do it there, or you hit the function key and it loads you back up for you real quick. A lot of people like to use it for their attacks and damages for some of their weapons, but that's just what those are down there. I think, for the moment, that is a quick rundown of what you're seeing. I'm trying to think. Was there anything really else? Like I said, we'll get in and out of it. You won't remember all this. There won't be a test until later. So let's look at character sheets. So you're going to click on the PC button. And each and every one of you are going to click the plus symbol or right mouse click on it and say, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to admit I'm confused here. The PC is the characters?
Player character. Yes, that's right. Look at him already going in.
I see where I needed to be.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. Right mouse click, create, and boom.
All right.
I'm going to create one just for me, so I can see people are watching. Greater, they're magnificent. No, don't be that vain. Okay, so this is our character sheet. What you're looking at, front page is the main tab. There are a couple, plenty of tabs here, but there'll be one or two that you'll be getting in and out a lot of. When we start loading stuff in here, you're going to pull, when I have you roll things and bring over pieces from the book, you're not going to type it in here. There's only going to be a couple of times where I'm going to say like your name, where you physically go in and do the typing. You're going to pull the information from the books. That's where the automation and the programming comes into. If you pull it in, Fantasy Grounds knows how to find it, what to go do and get it, and to actually do the rolling for you. If you just type it in, or like especially when we do a level, you're going to let Fantasy Grounds do the leveling for you. You don't go in there and just say, I went to second level and change it to a 2. You just ruined your character sheet. We want Fantasy Grounds to do this work. And I will show you where this all happens. But you want to try to always stay inside here. What you're seeing is where we'll do our class, our backgrounds, our race. You'll see it'll start filling it in for you. And there'll always be a little shield indicator next to each item. That means that that's a reference point. You can click on that shield and it'll bring up that content from whichever book you pulled it from for you to read real quickly. You don't have to go open the book and find it. It's going to be actually coded in on the character sheet for you to quickly access it. You see little dice indicators. If I ask for a strength ability check, that's what that little dice down there on the little corner of the strength modifier means. You just double click on that dice or click and grab it and drag it to the chat window and throw it. That's how you make a strength check. If I do a save, then you're using the column on the right-hand side. Fantasy Grounds has the modifiers all programmed in for you, and it will roll that accordingly. When you ever see a little dice symbol like that, that's what that means. Same thing for in the center area. We'll calculate your AC. When we do initiative rolls, you'll grab that little dice inside the initiative and you click it, and it will then put you in the combat tracker in the appropriate order. If everyone rolls that real quick, I don't have y'all in the combat tracker yet, so hold on. We'll get to it. I'll show you what happens when we roll initiative, what goes on in the combat tracker. Okay, so and then your speed kind of puts that in there to show you when we do combat, the maps will have a grid on it, and your characters will be in a square. I'll have it so it says, well, I have 30 feet of movement. As you grab your token and begin to move it across the map, you'll see a line start to form, and it will give you the indicator of how many feet you moved. Every square is usually 5 feet. So if you have a 30-foot speed movement, you know you can move 6 squares. And so that's where that takes into play and what's going on there. Down at the bottom, your HP will be sitting there. The first one is how many wounds you have. The next box is the maximum amount, what your top HP is, basically. And then if you get 10 hit points, those numbers will show up in blue. And okay, then as you level, you have hit die, which you get to use to heal during a short rest. They'll be down there, and when you want to use one, you basically grab that dice, throw it, it rolls the HP, and it adds it into your character sheet appropriately. If you're in the middle of throes of dying, that's what the death saves are down there. When we're in the middle of combat, Fantasy Grounds automatically throws the death save for you. If we're out of combat doing something else and I ask for it, you basically will go down there and throw that dice. And it will show you saves and checks. Yep. Oh, well, now you're back to life there, Ibram, because you rolled a 20. But you'll see it checks you appropriately what's going on there. So turn those off. You don't want to be in the middle of death. But yeah, the check marks will show you there. If you get 3 fails, your character's dead. So you better hope somebody's in chat.
Of the campaign.
Yeah, well, you better hope somebody's in chat and they buy you a resurrection and bring you back to life. So, okay, let's go to some of these other tabs. We're going to go through the skills tab. These are where you become proficient in items, and Fantasy Grounds will mark it for you with a star. You'll see what stat it is. If there's some changes, miscellaneous numbers will be shown up there. And then when I call for that roll, there's the dice. You see it on the far right-hand corner. Along the far right-hand column, Okay, there's your shield indicator. If you see the shields there, if you click on that, it will bring up a little information. So you kind of see what happens when you click a shield. It tells you a little bit about whatever that entry is. All right.
Where?
On your skills tab.
Sorry, they don't look like shields. They just look like little coins.
Yep, they're little wooden shields. All right. Next one is abilities. Well, there's nothing there right now because we haven't pulled anything from the player's handbooks and the stuff you're doing. But all your skills, proficiencies, languages, everything will show here as you level up and what they all are about. So you want to know something, it'll be listed here. Inventory tab. This will start filling out when y'all go shopping. You'll have stuff here. You'll start tracking your treasure. You'll have gold, silver, copper pieces. It'll start showing you the numbers. We track coin weight in this game, and I will show you how to make those numbers add up in your inventory and your equipment list so that it basically Fantasy Grounds will know how much weight you're actually carrying. So you're not walking around with 20,000 gold pieces and thinking you're as nimble as a little halfling. Not gonna be the case. And Fantasy Grounds will tell you if you get it does the numbering down below, you'll see the encumbrance. It will start to modify and track that for you. We'll go there. The notes tab, we'll start filling that out too. This is basically most of your demographic information, personal information that you'll pull from your backgrounds and start typing in your gender, age, stuff like that. The log tab we do not use. Don't have to worry about it. It's for Adventure League gameplay. We ignore that one. And last tab is the big one. You're going to be at this tab and your main tab a lot. This is where you'll have all your weapons, all your skills, all the coding that I will do for you. As you level up and you get certain skills that have numbers behind them, math behind them, I'll code that for you so that you can come in here and quickly grab the effect or quickly grab the attack roll, things like that, so you don't have to go remember all that from the book. It will be all sitting right here. We'll see it in action once we start rolling up the characters. It's all listed here. Down below is your mode. Standard mode is basically it'll show you everything. When you go into you can change the first box to preparation. That basically, it's used a lot mainly for your spellcasters. When you're prepping spells or showing which ones you want to have active between a rest, or when you level up, you can check. You'll see them little check marks to turn them on and off. And then when you get into combat, when you're doing actions, you want that mode to combat because it will show you what you have available to you while you're in a fight. So if you use a particular, a smite or use a turn undead like a cleric, and you use it, once you check it off, it'll disappear from your combat screen because you've used it. When you get a rest, Fantasy Grounds will turn it back on for you automatically, and now you're back to being able to use it again. So you want to make sure you know what the modes mean when you're looking at things. That's really it. Really the big thing. That's the character sheet you're going to see a lot of, and then we'll put a map up here and we'll see how that plays out. The main thing really is to let's play with our characters. So, let me clear this out. You have the option. Some of y'all have already kind of got the cart before the horse, so you were working up your characters. If you want to use the point buy, which is fine, that's perfectly legitimate. I will let you know that I don't take any stats below a 10. So your point buy, I think I put it in the chat room that was a modified point buy. It was 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10. That's your numbers. Or if you want to be a gambler, you're going to be able to roll 4 d6s, keep the highest 3, re-roll all ones, and roll those 6 times, and then you can put those stats wherever you want them. The choice is yours. You get to do either or, but you have to do it here on the table. So we have to generate it all here. So the question will be, I'm seeing you guys sending me messages. No.
Yeah,
okay.
That's...
Okay.
So I went to 8 with intelligence because, half orc.
Well, that's fine. Well, you're going to have to, you can, once you key it back into here, you can do it, and Fantasy Grounds will do all the math for you. I'm just letting you know that
if you don't take anything less than 8 in the point buy system, I'm going to have to roll.
I don't take anything below a 10.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'll
it's
have
up
to
to
roll.
you. Most people like to roll, so I'll give them the point buy system. Well, I take that back. Frank from Nightheart Gaming does not roll. He will always take the point buy and be done with it. So
I will always take the point buy too because I'm terrible at rolling.
That's perfectly legit. Okay, so here's how we do this. You're going to open up your character sheet and close out the rest of the windows. So you've got this open, and for y'all that are working on small screens, this is it does get a little finicky because Fantasy Grounds is only so much, and you can't move the boxes around. So your real estate's gonna get a little tight for you.
I'm gonna quit Fantasy Ground and go back in. I'm just curious, see what happens.
You can.
Hey, look at that.
You disconnect.
All right.
Yep.
Well, basically, I have it set full screen, so I need to change it. So for everybody else, if you had it set full screen, we're still here. We're still doing.
You can. So yeah, if you have dual monitors, you can window Fantasy Grounds and then drag it across. That's how I run it on my games. I run it across 2 monitors. You can't go full screen with it, but you can basically resize the window to be almost full screen, and then drag it all the way over to.
I can't do anything else on the window that I'm running it on.
You can mouse click and go right mouse click at the 3 o'clock position. You've got restore window, and that'll put it in window mode.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on. Start.
Yeah, go into Fantasy Grounds first. Get loaded in.
I had to learn that the hard way yesterday.
You have to give me the address again.
It should be there when you join game. It should be sitting there.
Oh, cool! Yeah, look at that.
We're streaming, so I don't want you to give it out.
I'm not going to.
I can't look at it.
Okay, if I was going to do a 4 dice 6 roll, I'm curious what the
Go ahead.
how I do that.
I'm going to show you here in a second. We're all going to choose, and we're going to roll these things, and everybody gets to watch and laugh and giggle when you roll bad or good. Okay? So, but everybody get their character sheet open now. You're also going to you're going to need your library because you're going to want to be able to have open. You want to kind of get that box open because you're going to be moving in and out of some of the books, depending on for y'all that wanted the Xanathars or wanted to make a little bit more of a unique character. You're going to be pulling stuff from the books, and I will show that here in a second. But who wants to go first? Who wants to roll first? Ladies, we'll start with the ladies. Which one of you two want to go first?
Go ahead, Mandy.
Uh-oh, they
since I'm already kind of familiar, it might
Okay.
Yeah, go
like a
ahead.
faster
I'm
example.
gonna go grab a bowl for my rice and my
Yeah,
food. I'll be right
yeah.
back.
While that's going on, I'm just gonna quickly pop out.
Go right ahead. That's right ahead. So, Mandy, you're going to right mouse click on the D6, grab 4, and you're going to roll it. Okay?
All right.
Throw it in the chat window. All right. So you re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Try again.
Oh my god, I got a 1 again.
You re-roll the ones until you get something better. Yeah. Mandy,
Why?
or she's
Oh my
at least
God,
she's
Mandy.
getting them out of the way.
Get it
So,
together.
uh-huh.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So that's going to
That's
be
better.
a 7, 8. That's going to be a 10, Mandy. So write that number
Okay.
down. All right, and then now you can do your second roll.
Okay. This is great. Wait, so it's 3 d6s or 4 d6s?
4 d6s.
4 d6s.
Take the highest 3. Reroll the ones.
Oh my god.
Boy, she's there's another 1. Oh my.
Oh wow!
Get it out. Just get it all out.
Oh, this is
Okay.
There we go.
terrible.
All right.
So here's what I want you. And so everybody. So Mandy's got 2. Who are you? What's your player's name, Mandy? Which one are you now?
Kiyashara.
Yashar. Okay, so I would tell you to go to the notes tab on your character sheet and go down to the bottom there and type in your numbers. Don't put them in your character sheet yet. Just put the numbers you've rolled each at a time. Now, the rest of you can also, each of y'all, so make sure y'all get your dice colors. If y'all want to change them a little bit here, you should be able to. Yeah, you can go over to your
I think
shield.
Black is good.
Well, so Mandy or someone needs to just change it to something else right now, because what I want you to do is just start making. I want y'all to start doing your rolls, and you can see your roll. Since you've got a different color, you'll know which one is yours. And then, like I said, go to the notes tab in your character sheet, and down at the very bottom line, just put the raw numbers in right now. Don't worry about putting them in a spot yet. I just want you to get the numbers
I'm
rolled.
still trying to figure out how I do 4d6.
Right mouse click on the D6.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Okay, Severn, that's a 16 out of the gate for you
I'm
there.
going to change mine to red so that we know.
Hey,
Oops. Never mind.
They're
Screwed it
gonna
up
get
already. Way to go.
get
Not
the
feeling
ones
like
out of the
I
way.
wait
If
a
you
second.
you roll a 1, rethrow it, and take the highest of that roll.
Ooh.
All right, mine don't seem to be showing up.
16.
So, which character are you?
Rusty, the Swift.
Okay. So,
Intelligence is a dump set.
Well, don't. Are you are you going to do the point buy system? Right. What you're going to do?
Well, I can't if my intelligence is an 8 under the point buy system, so I can't do that.
No, I'm telling you, you can. My point buy system on my table is modified. You may use that.
Oh,
That's
then
what
I'm
I'm
good.
saying. Yeah.
Did you look at my PDF?
No, I did not. I want you to build it in Fantasy Ground. So I
Okay, that's fine.
because you'll be able to pick all the stuff from here. So if you
Yeah,
know
I'll
your
put it right
numbers
now.
already, then you can you click in each box on the ability side and type it in.
You got it. I'll be done in 30 seconds.
Oh my god, all these ones.
I am rolling redonkulous here.
There we go.
Oh,
Good.
All right.
I think I got,
It's legit.
I think I got
You're getting them
I got all 6s on one of them.
here. Hey. That's
I
how it
don't have
works.
any of those. I've got 3 16s, a 15. Oh, sorry, I've got 4 16s, a 15, and a 13.
Just put them all in the notes tab for me right now.
Oh,
Each and
no,
every
I
one of them.
inadvertently cheated and did one too many. So it's
All right, sir. My stats are all in from the point buy system.
All right, Rusty is in. Okay, change your. Okay, well, no. Okay, yeah. Here you need to put the raw numbers in first, not the modified numbers.
I did.
So, well, I got 16, 14, 16, 8, 10, and 10. You're
Correct.
Rusty. Well, that's not point buy. 16, 15,
Oh,
14.
It's with the orc and barbarians.
I don't want it in there. Because you're telling Fantasy Grounds is going to do the math for you.
Gotcha.
I want the raw numbers in there, and your lowest number is a 10. Unless you're saying your 10 gets subtracted to an 8 by something you chose. Oh boy.
Right.
Yeah. Jeff, I'm not worried about the dice rolling. Let them roll their dice, and they're getting them all in their note sheet. Put them on the notes tab.
I have to
Down
say,
below.
having everybody in chat is a little confusing.
That's why we changed the dice color, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is the text color on the characters is all the same color, so it doesn't.
Well, Hybrim, you change your color's awful dark.
I'm gonna look at these rolls again to make sure I
No,
added
I
shit right.
had to correct some of my numbers. They weren't right, but now they are.
Okay.
I think someone else is
yeah.
using purple as well. So
Double checking.
Oh, what's that?
All right. Okay, Mandy's got hers in. Sphirion
is what I'm going with.
Sphirion. All right. So, get your
If
rolls.
you want me to change that, I am perfectly fine.
No, I need you to put your numbers in the notes tab on the notes line.
I'm just making. Oh, they're in the notes tab. You don't see them?
Not on your character sheet. Not in the note box.
I'm sorry. Okay, that was my mistake.
Weird.
Okay. So where do you want to put them? Just under alignment?
Under notes. On the notes tab on your character sheet down at the bottom line. Type them in. I want to know what the raw numbers are. Except for I already know Rustic because he did point by. So we're good on that. All right, and then grief. We got some numbers. Whoa, nicely done. Okay. So now, the point is to put those. So we kind of do this little. Let me see. Let me start with we'll start with grief here. Okay, so you've got some nice numbers. So the question is, what the next step is to talk about what your. You've already added your. Well, you're already learning. Okay, so your race.
Trying.
No, that's okay. So we want to do. You could do class. That gets some stuff, but we want to choose your race. Okay, don't type it in. No. I want you to go open up the player's handbook. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag the Tiefling race shield over and drop it on the character sheet. Fantasy Grounds will then ask you questions. Same thing. Did you do that with the Druid? Let me see. Did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, no. Okay, yeah. So let me drop that out too. Yeah, like I said, everything you want to drag into Fantasy Grounds, you don't want to type it in. Let me, yeah. And here, let me actually remove it. There we go. Okay. So Tiefling, and when you did that, you'll see that your intelligence and your charisma went up by 2. You look on your character sheet, okay? So you've got some numbers. What I was going to have you do before you drag Tiefling over was put your numbers in to what you wanted your strength, dex, con, and all that to be.
Okay.
But then add in, know that intelligence is going to go up by 1 from whatever stat you rolled. And the same thing for your charisma is going to go up by 2. So for all of y'all, if you know what your race is, you can pull it up to know what your modified values are going to be. But you need to put your hard, raw numbers in your character sheet to start off with and where they go. So if you want whatever your strength rolls to be, put that number in for strength. But if you don't know what your race is going to do to, we'll show you what happens. But put your, if you know it, get your raw numbers and put them in the column like you want them to be.
What the heck? PC. Okay, I have to redo this, I guess. All right, so.
I just want to check. Did you get
crud.
Did you get my note? Abram numbers.
That's fine. I just wanted the raw numbers. You put them in your actual character sheet on the notes line. That's where I want them there. That's all I needed.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go back and look at your rolls in the DB log and all if I wanted to know what's going on. I like to know the raw numbers, and then I want y'all to take those numbers and put them in where you want them for your stats.
I'm not trying to do a dex save.
For the classes, should I take the druid from the player's handbook or
Yes.
from Xanathar's guide?
Are you wanting anything from the Xanathars? Is there something special from Xanathars? You just taking the regular druid, or do you even know?
I'm not really sure. I can't remember what the circle I was gonna go for, like level 2 would be. I don't know what.
You can go look in the book. Then open up Xanathar's book and look at the druid there and see if it's there or if it's your regular one. Then you pull that shield over from the right book. So let's see what's happening. Okay.
How do I refresh it? Because I just screwed it up.
What'd you do? And what happened here?
Can I remove half orc?
I tell you, the best bet is just to create yourself a new character sheet.
That'll do it.
Yeah, you just yeah. Once you start pulling stuff in, Fantasy Grounds it's kind of much harder to get out.
PC.
Right mouse
click.
How do I
delete it?
I'll delete it. You can keep it up.
Just delete Rusty.
Yeah. And bye Rusty.
All right, cool.
We'll miss you. It's been lovely.
Aww. All right, wait. And how do I add a new one? Do I have to restart?
No, you should. You added the character. I see unnamed. You can click on the box up in the upper left-hand corner where it says unnamed.
There it is.
So we'll talk about that. If you close your character sheet out for some reason, can't find it, just click on the box up above, and that will bring your character sheet back up to the front window for you.
It is not.
So, how we doing? Hiram. All right.
Am I able to customize my background after the fact, like we talked about?
Get it in first, then let's do it off camera.
Okay.
Pull the one in that you want to use.
No way.
But the answer is yes. As we're
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Somehow I ended up just editing a blank screen. I'm not quite sure how.
Okay.
All right. So and let's see. Grief's really you're knocking this out.
Trying.
Well, yeah. You're doing. If you pull it from the books, you're great. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's what
All
I'm doing.
You're quite nice. Very well done so far.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry for lagging behind, but I've got my stats sorted now.
Okay, so you got them in. Okay, and so you did. You missed it. I don't allow human variants.
Oh, you don't?
No, I do not.
No +1 to everything.
Okay.
Nope, I do not. I said that in the chat window up above. I said it in the Discord.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I can easily change that. It is a very minor impact on my character. So,
yeah, but you've already coded inside Fantasy Grounds, so we have to start over.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, because all the stats and everything gets changed. Yeah.
All right, let me just go copy my notes. No big deal.
Okay.
Oh, is there? I guess I can't copy and paste. Well, maybe I can. Let's see.
I would just start a brand new character sheet over and slowly put the stuff in.
That's fine. Good lesson to learn.
Right.
No big deal. I mean, how dare you? I'm furious beyond belief.
Sorry. Yeah, there's a few things that's a little overpowered, and for what we're doing, we're gonna come in a little unmodified.
All right, so I need to put my class in.
All right, so PC.
Okay. Create a new one.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna call it Spherian 2 for now.
Yeah. Yeah. The name can be changed. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, you've already. Yeah. Okay.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
My background says that it comes with particular proficiencies, but it doesn't seem to have added it to my skills tab.
You're our Kashara, right? Kirishara? Okay, and you were supposed to get Deception and Sleight of Hand. I see it.
I did the exact same thing. Delete me again.
It's weird because when I set it up, it gave me Persuasion when I set it up in D&D Beyond. I wonder what the disconnect is. I don't know. For that background, because it says it's supposed to give me, when I originally planned it out, it gave me Persuasion and Sleight of Hand.
Or
because I already have Deception. Yeah.
And go ahead and delete me again, because
just create you a new one. I'll pull them out. Just keep reading. Just put know which one's the current one, your numbering system, or however you want to use it. Got
it.
So Charlotte,
I already had Sleight of Hand as a
from your skills. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see what they're showing. Darlington 5e gets Deception and Sleight of Hand, unless they have something.
I don't think it looks to be the default background for Charlatan.
I know, it's what I'm just saying. So you can pull out. Let me see what you're doing here. Which Persuasion instead of which one now that you wanted? Deception? Is that what you were saying?
Sorry, I had to sneeze. I wanted Persuasion and Sleight of Hand.
Okay, well then
that's what it said on D&D Beyond. That's why I picked it. I can pick something else though.
No, I'm not too stickler on that. You can click on, go to the skills tab, and turn Deception off. You click on the star till it goes blank.
Okay.
And then go to Persuasion and just make it. There you go. That's it. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I do the opposite? Switch Persuasion for Deception.
Sure. I'm a giving GM. Remember that as we play.
I'm mad at D&D Beyond. It led me to believe I had all of those things already, but I do not. So
you'll have to use the Beyond. Okay.
Maybe I'll trade out my Perception for Deception.
Well, there's no grief. You are Discovery. Okay, so there's some stuff there. I'll code in for you. Inventory we'll do here in a little bit. Okay, so what you need to do, so on your notes tab, and I'll walk y'all through that, you've got an alignment you could choose. So on your, if you go back to Hermit on your main page, on your main tab, click on that shield, you're going to bring up the Hermit box, and you're going to go down to the very bottom. You're going to have your 4 tables that you're going to, you can roll. Unless
I just screwed that up again.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll get a few at a time, then come back through, and it's hand holding a little bit because it gets a little complicated. So, but for yours for grief, so you can look through the table. If you I usually have people just roll, but if you kind of want to pull that together to what you want it to be, you can pull that entry from the table, the text,
the notes.
And to where it goes. So like personality trait, you would grab the text, whatever it is, and drag and drop it in the personality traits area. Okay. All right. And all of y'all can do that. One thing we talked, which you've in the Discord chat, the flaw. You're going to have a flaw here. These are simple flaws. I am asking for a darker, deeper one for your character that only you and I will know. It may come out during gameplay, but I want something that is the big skeleton in your closet type deal that affects your character. Each and every one of you will have that. You can send it to me in Discord in a private message. It's not for public consumption yet. We use it for extra gameplay and for things that could or could happen in game. It may or may not, come to the surface, but I'm looking for something. We're rejects for a reason on this channel. I'm not looking for the white, the knight in shining armor on the white horse, galloping to save the damsel or the male. And playing this so you're absolutely perfect. You're going to make mistakes, and I'm looking for things during the role play and when we're going on that could affect the team. Could be wrong decisions. It could be a bad choice. You could be role playing your character and roll the dice to see which way that he or she may do something. I'm just looking for that type of gameplay. I think it's a little bit more interesting than always having to be the victorious slayer of dragons and demon, everything else. I want you all to be flawed in some way, because you are a reject.
You know, you're quoting Mark Reinhagen, right?
So, okay, but yeah, pull those all over, like you're doing, Grief, and then we'll come back to you now.
So
Go
for
ahead.
personality trait, they for like D&D Beyond, it's usually you pull 2 personality traits. Should I do the same thing?
Just
here?
one.
Just one?
Just one per person. Even you can
Okay.
look at these and play them out. You can add them into your character. I'm just saying, some people haven't thought out their character, well, then just roll off the table and play off of it. Use those traits. If you're comfortable enough with how you want to play your character, just type it into there. I'm not
Okay.
that much of a stickler. It's the flaw that I'm really looking for. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Is that
So-
including the standard floor for
Yes.
backgrounds, or is that?
Yeah, I want you to pull from these tables to put in there, just so that you've got the base, to come off of, and then use those, what you've pulled in there, to actually build the flaw, that bigger flaw.
Okay, so where are we
Yes.
getting the flaws from again? And I apologize if you said it.
Well, we'll go through. Where are you at in your? Okay, hold on. Let me
I've got
remove.
my main character finally done, I think, or at least the main part.
And you are which?
Spherian 3.
Sympherian 3. Okay, so your human did good. Your rogue 1. Your spy. Okay, nicely done. Yes. So
Not a
what
Star
we're
Wars
doing is you open up your back. So go to the front of your main page of your character sheet. The spy, your background has a shield. Click on that
okay.
shield. Okay. Scroll down to the very bottom. And those are your trait rolls. And this is where you fill them in on the notes tab of your character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, how we sounding, guys, on stream? How's it all coming across for everybody? Gary, Carbate? Loud, soft, sounds good? Okay. Well, God help me remembering when I come off of this and go back to my regular OBS stream for Tuesday nights until I get this VMix all worked up. How's the video look on the stream side? Because their return feed is horrible, apparently.
I don't see anybody, but I'm not sure what I'm looking for.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm talking to viewers in chat right now.
It looks pretty good on Twitch.
Does okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got to figure out why the return feed
All right.
coming back toward y'all is bad. Okay. So everybody's got. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the personality traits. Do I drag and drop or do I not?
Yeah. So you can roll, and whatever roll that was, you can drag the text and drop it on that line in your character sheet where it belongs.
Oh,
On
I
the
see.
notes-
Okay, I actually have to roll it. Got it.
You can, or you can choose. Some people
Oh,
already
I
know. Okay. So
Oh, yeah, I know what I want. That's why
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. But
then pull
I
the
tried
text
dragging
right
and
on over.
dropping and it's not working.
You grab the text and drag it onto the line for that trait.
For personality traits.
You grab the text for whichever choice you wanted.
Yeah, and it's not showing up, and I don't know what I'm doing
Hey.
wrong.
So so which one are you choosing for your personality trait?
Number 2.
Okay, grab the text. I am always calm. Drag that text and put it underneath on the line underneath personality traits on your character sheet.
I've done that. It's not working.
Let me see.
Oh, now it worked. I don't know why. Third time. Third.
Are you
15th time.
are you hardline or Wi-Fi where you're playing?
Hardline.
Yeah. Okay, that should be fairly instantaneous.
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
get. I think I
Where
just screwed up.
is that text and whatnot?
Okay, so I'm showing you. So Rusty, let's see. You're so go to your. Oh, you haven't done a background yet. So you need to choose a background for your character.
I thought I picked criminal already.
I don't see it on Rusty Roku 3.
Oh, I guess not.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I had.
Okay, nope. And that's where you'll find it. Once you open up the shield for your background, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see all your tables for your
There
traits.
we go.
Okay? Thank you, sir. All right. I think we're... Now let me make sure. Grief's good.
Oh.
Roku. Rusty, so you're number 3, correct?
The third, yes.
Yeah, the third. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Spherian, you're number 3 also?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I be dragging my alignment in, or do I type?
No,
that?
you type that in. You actually type that.
I just
Actually,
wanted
yeah.
to make sure.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Type
looking around for that too.
Sorry. We'll get to that point. There's one of them that you fill out. Same thing with your gods. If there's something that you want to say you're worshiping or part of, you can just type it in there. Okay. Now Spherian, you have a second one. Okay, that's a blank one. Let me get rid of that one. Okay. Boom. All right.
Yep. Sorry for all the chaos.
No, this is not chaos. This is why we train. We go a little slow. It is chaotic like this with everybody rolling up and all that, but we'll get through it fairly quickly. All right. So it looks like you've got your main tab, your skills. You've got them in there. Your abilities will show up for your first level. We're not worried about inventory yet. Your notes, y'all are putting in. Very good. Don't forget, Spherian, all of y'all, make sure you get your age, gender, height, weight. Put that all in there, too.
Okay, that is in...
It's on the notes tab at the very top, where you're...
okay, thank you.
Okay. Get those all in. Now, where you go back to your abilities tab, for all of y'all, and check your languages. If there's sitting there with choice or one of your choice, that means you get to choose an extra language, and that's important. You can find those if you want to look for them. When you go to the player's handbook, you can go to reference manual, open up the reference manual so you see the full index there, and then type in language down below. And then you will see about 3/4 of the way down a box that says languages.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in now the library and reference. You said reference.
Okay,
menu?
okay. Are you done, Spherian? Okay, you got everything. Okay, let me check 1 second. You've got everything in for you there. Your abilities. Okay, yeah. Okay, so open up your player's handbook.
Okay. That's what I did wrong.
Click on reference manual.
Hmm.
Click, open it, see the reference, or click on it so you see the full index sitting there on the left-hand column. Down at the bottom where it says search, type in the word language. Hit enter. It's going to show a bunch of stuff. And about 3/4 of the way down, a little over halfway down, there's a button, there's an article that says languages. You've got standard languages sitting there. You may choose from the first column an extra one. Then change where it says choice or one of your choice. Put that word in. You just click on the language area, and you can backspace over it and type it in, the one you want.
It's not giving me.
And
that.
where is this? Is that in skills?
Oh, here
It's on. It's under abilities down at the very bottom.
Okay. So choice.
Wait, I should be able to. Sorry, I should be able to drag the language onto my sheet.
No, you got to you got to backspace over choice, and just type in the one you want, but it needs to be spelled correctly.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's like I said, there's a few spots in here where you actually have to type it in. So.
Okay. No worries. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And only common language.
Go ahead and see if I'm good with what I've got so far.
Let me see, Rusty. So you're talking about under your notes for your person and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Looks great. So then we go back to your abilities tab. Okay. You're half. Okay. Good. Ooh, grumpy. Okay. We like that. All right. So
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I'm literally going to play him as Rusty from Ocean's 11 in combination with Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
I'm too old for this shit.
Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. So, let's everybody get your choices in. Everybody make sure we're good. So then we're gonna look at one more thing.
Oh, I gotta do spells.
I have a
Shit.
question.
Please ask.
So in my proficiencies, I have tools, and it's 2 herbalism kits. Could I
getting ready to
change
go
that
there.
to another one? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're getting ready. You were getting right ahead of me. We're going into that box area for here in a second to talk about.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dex of 16 or Constitution of 16, the +3 bonus, and I've got a D12 as a barbarian. Why does it say my max hit points are 14 and not 15?
Hold on, let me go. You are Rusty. So you. It takes. Okay, 1 second. Let me see. What did it do here? Barbarian is. Let me see what's going on here.
Of course, I discovered a bug. Yes, right?
No, it's 1d12 plus your con modifier right off the bat. So that should be a 15.
I'm confused. I don't see it at all.
See what?
My hit points.
They're on your front tab. Your max. HP, the first column's wounds. You're not wounded yet, so there's nothing in that box.
Okay.
Right at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I see that.
that's good.
Okay.
So,
Mine should be 11 then.
I'll look at here. Let me make a note, see what's happening.
I'm not supposed to know.
No, it depends on what the numbers were before. Yes, he added the class before the race. That's what I thought. So, depending on how you added stuff in, Fantasy Grounds is not going to calculate it right. Okay, and that's the issue. So, I was trying to say, yeah. So you put your numbers in, then you do race, and then class. And sometimes people do backgrounds first. I'll fix it. Don't sweat it. I'm going to go back through and read each and every one of these because there's going to be some questions we'll have missed. And I will get the I will check all your hit points to make sure they're correct when we go through. I don't want to keep going over and over, doing it over, which is fine. Okay, so has everybody got their languages done? Okay, so the next question we were asking about were proficiencies on the abilities tab. Okay,
Yep.
if you
sorry.
go ahead.
I'll wait until you're done. I'm sorry.
Okay, so now, so it was asked if you have some questions there. One will say like I'm looking at Rusty's. It says one type of gaming set or thieves tools. I need to know what you're going to choose there. Do you want to be proficient? Okay, so in parentheses next to that, would you put thieves tools?
Got it.
If you have two, Mary was saying I have two herbalists. Change what herbalism and keep something else. If you got two of them,
actually, I'm going to take the gaming set because that's from. I get thieves tools for the thieves backpack, right?
That if you choose that, if you're choosing that pack, yes. When we go shopping,
gotcha.
Well,
are you going?
You could. Well, here's the thing: you may get the thieves tools, but if you're not proficient in them, you're not going to get the bonuses for.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay,
thieves tools.
Yeah. Same, yeah. So if you've got, one gaming set. So yeah, like Spherian, you have thieves tools already proficient. So you were going to choose the gaming set. So we need to know, and those I'll show you where those are in the inventory set. Just put gaming set. Just what I want to know in parentheses right now is what that choice will be for each and every one of you. Okay, so Mandy gets 3 musical instruments. So okay, so Mandy, if you know what those are.
I do.
Please don't choose the
Okay. Would you please? You'll get those in your shopping, but for the moment, if you'll put those in parentheses, so I know what they are, because I'm going to go add those into the skills tab for y'all. There'll be an item there for you to roll on from time to time. Okay.
So for now, I can just type it in.
Yeah, type them in parentheses right there.
Okay.
Yep. So I know what they are. Hybrim, you are. Light armor game. Okay, so Hybrim, you're same thing. You got a gaming set, so you get to choose what that is.
For some reason, I'm still coming up as light armor for my armor when I should be medium armor because of my hex blade.
Well, you haven't put. Let's see.
I got my features there, the hex blade, but for some reason,
First hex blade warrior. That's what I'm trying to see.
The armor and the weapon doesn't seem to have updated.
Hexblade Warrior, 1 second. Let me see. You gain proficiencies in median armor, shields, and. Okay. Let me make a note of that.
Weapons.
No, I see it. Yeah, it should have added it in down there as proficiency. So
Yeah.
so usually probably pulling in. So let me put heck blade. Okay. It's usually from the pullovers, but okay. But you've got a gaming set to choose. Grief. You're going to change one of your kits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can just type over that in the proficiencies to take out one of the herbalism kits.
Yeah,
And
that's what I did. I put disguise kit.
Okay. Oh, you did. Okay, it hadn't updated yet. Okay. So let me.
I finally found the setting. No more.
I was just gonna say, you fixed it.
There you go. Okay. All right. Let's look at.
So what class did you go, Grief?
Grief
Who, me?
is
Druid.
Druid.
Tiefling
Okay,
druid.
cool. Neat.
So what
All
do
right.
we have here? So we have a tiefling druid, we have a half elf bard, we have a human rogue, we have a fallen Aasimar warlock.
So there's got to be one that doesn't have dark vision, right? Great.
And who's left? Rusty. And Rusty, you are the half orc barbarian.
Rawr.
Okay, good.
Yes. The ASMR. The ASMR warlock, not ASMR. Yes, I am the
Okay.
ASMR warlock.
So,
Oh my god, talk like that for the whole game. It'll be so awkward.
no.
Don't worry. You'll get the voice sooner or later.
Alrighty, I want to see. So let's do. Let's go shopping, folks.
Yay.
Okay, so you get to pull. So to start off with, you will pull the. So you're from your class level. You got two places we're doing shopping. So the first one is so let me kind of let me look at some. All of you go to your front page of your character sheet, and you're going to see. Sometimes you'll see a magnifying glass in certain spots. That means there's hidden stuff behind there. When you click on that magnifying glass on your class and level, you're going to see a pop-up window come up. This is where we level up. So don't mess with it right now. I'm going to put in the XP. We'll start off with 0, and then I'll put in the level stuff. When we level, you actually grab the shield that's on the far right-hand side, and you drag and drop it on your class. Don't do it right now. That's how you level. And Fantasy Grounds will then pull all that information in from the books appropriately and ask you questions and stuff like that if you get things, particularly that are choices when you do the level. But once you all click on that shield, and you can close the level box that's behind it, and you're going to scroll down to your...
I'm sorry, the shield where? On our class?
Yeah, click on class level. The magnifying glass next to class and level.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got a box. Click on that shield for your class on the far right-hand side.
Okay, where it brings up rogue?
Uh-huh. Yep. That's your class. You're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says equipment.
Okay.
Okay? And these are the items, your starting items that you're going to get to start off with. Okay? And you're going to choose. Okay? So if we take the barbarian, so to speak, the barbarian's first choice is a great axe or any martial weapon. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the player's handbook. All of y'all can open that up. And you go to equipment.
Okay.
And you go to weapon.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, and you grab you go to your, so you're going to be at your inventory tab on your character sheet now. And you grab that weapon you want and drag and drop it where it says equipment.
Where is the inventory tab? Show me.
On your character sheet, the middle tab.
Do I need, if I get a crossbow, do I need to worry about ammo?
It will, if you get a crossbow, you get 20. Yeah, you'll get your ammo. We'll show you how to pull that. Just don't grab the weapons one at a time. Don't think too far ahead. We'll show you where to go fill it all in. Okay?
Okay, I'm trying to do that. What am I doing wrong here? It says link weapon. I click on it. I click on that and drag it over. The shield, I mean.
The shield to your inventory tab, and where it says equipment.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what it is. My bad.
So, start pulling those choices in.
Is the forgery kit under tools?
If it's not under
gear?
tools, it's going to be under adventuring. It'll be under tools or adventuring gear. Forgery kit is under tools.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now.
Sad thing is, I'm
That
adept
and the
with
disguise kit.
What's that, Inverse?
Sad thing is that I'm adept with martial weapons and medium armor, but I have to pick the simple weapons and light armor for warlock. Which is annoying.
Well, you're saying, well, I haven't keyed that in yet. I'll fix that. Yeah, you may.
Yeah, it's just that warlock. It's just that warlock equipment. It starts.
Yeah, it's the beginning. Well, there'll be a little extra shopping going on. Have a little faith, folks. So Praetor's hired you. So you're gonna go. Y'all are gonna go meet the haberdashery. Start of the game next week, and go shopping. And they're going, what the hell you're talking about? You'll find out. All right. What's that?
Okay, I'm trying to. Am I supposed to drag it to the equipment page, or the inventory page rather, on my character
sheet.
or on where the link says weapon list?
No, you're shopping from the weapons list and pulling over your choice that you get from your class. And so, okay, you don't get just to pick whatever you want right now for the start. Your class is going to show you what your starting equipment is, and you get choices.
I understand now. Thank you very much.
Yep. Okay.
I'm figuring this stuff out as I go.
Yep. It's all right. So you get armor. You've got some choices there. He's asking, like he asked on a crossbow, or if you take a bow, then under your adventuring gear, you may grab the appropriate 20-pack of arrows or crossbow bolts and drag those and put those in your character sheet. Okay.
I don't see arrows here.
They're in the adventure. You got several spots. You're gonna need to get the equipment up. Adventuring gear is usually where most of it's going to be located at. Some of the stuff is in tools.
Understood.
Oh, it lets me add my instruments.
Burglar's pack and it exploded.
Yeah, it will explode.
It gives you everything in your inventory.
It gives you everything in there because I'll show you in a little bit how we can organize it all so it looks a little bit better. Then you're like, what? It puts it in alphabetical order to start off with. But I'll show you how to itemize everything appropriately. Plus, we got to put coins in here and do some stuff else, few other things. All right.
Cool.
Questions while we're shopping for the first set.
It looks like it will let me add my instruments to my inventory.
Yep. Grab them from the tool, the ones that you're proficient in. Yes, you're proficient in those choices. Drag those over. Same thing if you're like you're saying you want to be proficient in thieves' tools. If you get it in your pack already, then don't worry about dragging it over. But if you don't get it, then grab that item and pull it over. So like Myriad, I think you've got herbalism kit and what was your other choice?
Disguise kit.
Okay, so if you don't get those in your pack, then you can grab that extra kit and pull it over and pull it in your inventory. Okay.
Okay. I only get one instrument to start, right?
You get I'm giving you all three. You get all your proficient in. If you want to carry them all,
okay,
that's up to you.
It says lute, or any other musical instrument.
I'm a little. We're a little flexible here.
Okay.
So
wonderful.
I'll take stuff away from you later.
I just wanted to do the lute and the flute because I don't want to carry a viol as well. But
we were hoping bagpipes.
Stick in a pocket.
We were hoping bagpipes.
No, you guys wanted me to be a minotaur of the College of Doom playing the cowbell or something.
Yeah.
something Bash said. No thanks.
A massive kettle drum attached to you and just keep banging away at it.
Okay. Then once you're go ahead.
Give me one of those Japanese drums.
Arrows are
in the adventuring gear. Adventuring gear. Okay.
I see it.
Like
now.
I said, if you notice, you've got a ton of windows open, and things kind of gets lost in Fantasy Grounds a little bit here, so you kind of move stuff around. But you may grab the appropriate number of 20. You also, if you're choosing that, you may grab a quiver. If you don't get it already, most of you don't. If you've got, you're a shooter person, grab a quiver. Okay. All of you, depending on your weapons, all of you get a dagger. So if you don't have a dagger, you may grab one. If you already have one, you get an extra one.
Cool. 3 daggers.
Okay.
I've got 3 daggers then.
Mm-hmm.
And just to verify again, I don't need to get a thieves kit because I already have one, right?
If it came in on the if it came in on the pack you grabbed.
Oh.
If you get proficiency in it, then yes, you can grab one, but you don't need to have 2. Is what's basically happening. So that's your choice.
I don't have my college yet, correct?
No, probably
like
not
level
until
2
you.
or 3?
I think it's level 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a barbarian path until 2
skipping that.
either.
Okay, then we have to wait till we hit 2. Okay.
With regards to
been a
our
while.
armor and
Uh-huh.
weapon stuff, do you want us to set them to equipped or just keep them in carried for the time?
Keep them equipped. Yeah, so I was going to talk about that. On your inventory tab, you're going to see you've got your list there, and if how many you're holding on to, you will see weights. Okay. The next button is the equipped or carried. You need to make sure that your weapons and your armor have the shirt icon next to them. That makes them show up in your actions tab. Okay, that means you're equipped with them. You've got it in your hands or doing something with. When we attune to stuff, when you begin to get magical items that get attunement, that's what the next check mark is, and it'll allow you to have up to 3 check marks as you attune to stuff. And this is how we track what you're attuned to by checking them on and off when you get a magical weapon. Okay. All of you, if you should be getting rations. If you didn't pull, okay, so some of y'all pulled the funny kits. Okay, yeah, like Kashara, and I bet Rusty, you did too. I think you pulled the thieves kit, didn't you?
Burglars,
So there's a little extra shopping. So make sure that some of these kits, I'm not sure why, but they doesn't have like a bedroll or a blanket, or a mess kit.
Oh.
You kind of need those, I think. Okay, so you want to make sure to pull those in. If you see in the dark and don't want to carry your torches, we'll remove them. You all should have at least 10 rations. So it may come with 5. You may change that to 10. Okay, so we're all the same. You also make sure you get a pouch from the adventuring gear because you got to have a place to store your money and a few things. So make sure you get a pouch. You got your extra dagger, and you all get a healing potion to start off with.
Oh, nice.
So make sure you pull that from.
Do we all have a water skin as well? If we have
Yes. So I normally tell people to pull. So y'all are antsy to play, which I love. Normally we'll tell everybody to do Explorer's Pack. So it's you're across the board. That's the main kit, and then you can go in and give yourself flavor for the little extra things you want to shop. So look at the Explorer's Pack and what's missing that you don't have. Make sure you can go grab that.
Of course, the one thing I see that I want to add is 1,000 gold pieces of spyglass.
You'll get there. Maybe the haberdashery will have it, maybe not. You'll have to maybe
Is
barter.
it
Who knows?
understood that the water skin is as many as you've got days rations?
Yeah, I don't. So it's usually if you're stacked up on rations, then I think your water skin's good.
Cool.
So while you're doing this, and I'm asking about the rations and the torches, is on your actions tab. Some of the stuff you're going to see that down below there'll be a supply area, and I'm going to have tick marks for your rations. I'm going to have tick marks for your torches. I'm going to have a spot for your potion of healing so that you can check it off and use them as you're moving along, because we will monitor that in some instances. Now, in this game, y'all are back and forth between up above and down below because you're pretty much going to stay inside Waterdeep. It's not that I want to ruin it for you, but I'm just kind of letting you know where the game's going to take you. You're in and around the area. So it's going to be easy to to restock up. But if you spend a lot of time underground for something, you may, pick off those rations and become a problem. So I usually track them, and they'll be there in your actions tab when we come back. I'll have that all programmed for everybody.
Sorry, where do we find the healing potion?
Healing potions in the adventuring gear, standard adventuring gear table. Just scroll down.
we get one.
I think it's potion of healing, you get one potion of healing.
And bedroll also, I assume.
Yeah. So what I want you, like I was saying, look at the explorer's pack and what's in there. If you didn't already choose that one, then make sure you choose. Look at those items and go find them in the adventuring gear and pull them over to your party sheet, to your character sheet, so that you have a bedroll, you've got a blanket and/or the water skin. The mess kit is usually not in some spots. So I think that's actually under tools, if I remember correctly. Is it?
It's under gear.
It is under regular gear. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Let's see. Pouch you need to get. That's a start. Check. Okay. You also you'll go back to your backgrounds now in that shield. Open up backgrounds again. If you scroll down, there's some more stuff that you get. And you may pull through that. And then the last item usually on all of the backgrounds is the number of gold you're carrying. And that will be down below the inventory, there's a treasure item. The number goes in the square, and then you put GP in this line item. And it could be uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter.
And how much do we start with then?
It's in your background. Tells you.
Okay.
It'll get beefed up a little because you're going to go shop.
Silk rope instead of hempen rope?
Yes, you
I
may.
can't imagine her using regular rope.
So some of you are thinking you want to get.
What can I say?
Yeah, you get some extra items. If you've got a few things extra shopping, then we'll talk about it when we start the first game, the session next Friday. You'll get a little extra shopping to maybe get a few extra stuff that you didn't get in the starting gear. Okay.
I got something in my starting gear that I'm not sure I need.
Chunk it.
It's a chest and it weighs 25 pounds.
What did you get that
Do I
with?
have to have that because of the disguise kit, or
No, you can throw that away.
No?
You just
I
mouse click.
don't want it.
Right mouse click on it, and at the 7 o'clock position is the delete, and that will delete that item. Okay. Yep.
She feels so much lighter now.
Now, yep.
25 pounds. Freaking chest.
Yeah, one thing. I don't know where I could see that, but apparently I have a scroll of pedigree, being a noble.
You just grab a piece of paper. Just grab an item, a piece of paper or parchment, and change the name to the scroll of pedigree, whatever you want. Just because you're basically, you rename it, so it's not there. Yeah.
Okay.
What you're basically doing is finding something of the same weight, that it would closely to be, and then just rename it. Same thing's going to happen with some of your focus, or there's some people get a family heirloom or a trinket of somebody, their lost loved one or whatever. You find something that weighs very little and just rename it. All right. So we're still shopping.
Clothes, I assume we just have.
It'll tell you in your background what you're wearing. Normally I will tell everybody to have one set of common clothes. If you don't have anything like that, grab something that you normally,
It's under adventuring gear, I guess.
It's under adventuring gear. Yes, it is. Common clothes, I think is what it is. Yep.
I've got to
By the way, I
It's in
love
the dark. I don't need torches.
That's fine. It's just you've got some clothes. Okay. Some of you may be a little bit more haughtier than others. That's all right. So
I only have fine clothes.
there you go.
It's a bard thing. I don't.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's a
It
noble
makes
thing
sense
as well.
though for her.
Also,
sense for her.
while you're putting your stuff in, so let's look at Rusty. So Rusty, you've got how many daggers are you carrying? You've got
1.
Okay, so if you go to your actions tab, you're going to notice you've got some areas. If item is also a throw weapon, it'll have that listed in there, but it doesn't have ammo. So change that number to how many you're carrying. So like dagger, you would just change it to 1. If you ever throw it, you check it off, and the dagger will disappear while you're in combat because you threw it.
But I am carrying 2 hand axes, so I can.
Then you change. There you go. So it puts 2 little tick marks in there. Same thing for javelin. So that's how you do it. So if those are had a crossbow or arrows, you want to make sure and go change that ammo on your actions tab to 20. This fantasy grounds.
Man, I'm going to be throwing my great axe left and right.
Well, if you throw it, you need to know because, well, it's not throwable, my friend. So apparently,
for a 7-foot tall orc, it is.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we'll figure something out.
Hey, Duff.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Doug said in chat that, and I just noticed it too. Okay.
It's fine. I didn't change it. Oh, it's all right.
Is it my level?
No, I didn't change the title. I got enough worried about the VMix stuff and making this work right that I lost track of a few things. So we're professionals here.
The signal on Twitch looks really good as compared to the one on VMix.
VMix, yes,
Yeah.
that's my return feedback to y'all. I think I've got it set to 360, and we're gonna test it tomorrow on 720 return back. I think that's what it is. So. I was trying to cut down on the number of signals, so yeah.
Yeah.
I just found out I can bump my internet up to 500 by 500, so I'm going to be doing that this next week. So
Nice.
Sweet.
yeah, like really for $20 more, I'll do it.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Silly
I'm getting a
crazy.
head start on this whole Rusty eats all the time thing.
Nope. Now let me ask you something, Seth. So you've got the green screen. Are you going to green it out, or do you want me to green it out for something during the game? Because I
You can do it. I can't do it because I can't do anything in VMix. All I can do is click on the link.
Well, you can't. Oh, well, some people I use. Is it Sparkle Cam? There's a couple other camera programs, simple programs. Well, your camera because you're doing it through a capture card. I'm sure there's software that would change that, but I'll color it out in VMix.
I can't. So I just launched my program, and it says the camera's in use by another program.
Yeah, it's because it's through VMix. That's fine. Don't sweat it. I will. Sparkle Cam, you can use a virtual camera. Yeah.
You're upside down.
I'm still trying to figure out, by the way, should I be increasing my modem from
Now I'm upside
64K?
down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 60. Yeah, har there. Pin. Yeah. Feed the gerbils.
Can we keep Seth upside down for every
Yeah, we're gonna keep him
Please.
upside down.
Yes.
Okay.
Part of his character.
Did he just do
I'll
that?
do my battle axe
It's
like
just-
this.
Oh, how do we
He'll need
change
to speak in
that?
He'll need
I
to
don't
speak in
know.
an
How did-
Australian accent or something.
Is that Seth? Did
Oh my
you do that on
God.
purpose, or was that just something that happened?
So I launched the Black Magic app, and then I closed the Black Magic app.
Oh, you
and
probably had
that's
to come
what
back
happened.
into the call. Okay, well, we're upside down. People are going to be looking at. That's the way he's going to play from now on, folks.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
You set a precedent.
yeah. He's going to look really funny on the new overlays I'm making. Okay. All right. How are we doing? I think, has everybody done shopping? Have they gone through their backgrounds and got all their stuff and put in
Yeah.
their gold that they should be carrying?
So where do we put
Oh,
in the
I
gold?
didn't do that.
zoned out
Okay.
for
So
that.
down in your inventory, down below the items, there's a treasure area. So you get so many gold pieces. So that's where in the box goes the number. And then on the line, just type in GP.
How much gold do we get?
It shows in your background
Oh,
under equipment because you've got more
So take a
equipment
look
there.
at mine.
Let's see,
It
Rusty.
Doesn't
Okay.
seem right to me as a DM that I should be able to carry a great axe and a shield. But if you allow it, I'm at 1 GP after buying everything.
Oh, you weren't supposed to buy stuff yet. Boy, I'm going to have to
Oh.
reel you in, aren't I? I can already tell. Okay,
You are.
so because you're going to go, that's fine. If you've already gone shopping, then you don't. Then the haberdashery. Okay, well then you'll have to step out. You'll have to stay outside while the rest of the group shops. So, oh my lord, yeah, that's fine. You were going to get some stuff. You can still have your regular gold. Okay.
I'm sure I smell too bad for them to let me in anyway.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, you've got a shield, you said, and well, you can't. The great axe is two-handed, right? So
well, I can't use them at the same time, but it's
That's right.
either axe and shield, great axe, or two axes.
yeah, right. And so you'll have to. So I'm going to show you how to monitor that because you're going to have to turn the shield modification on and off inside Fantasy Grounds when you're not using it. Well, actually,
Got
just
it.
equip it and unequip it. You don't have the shield equipped right now. No, you do.
I do.
Hold on, let me see. It was showing equipped. Okay, there's the modifier, 17. And if I turn it,
unequipped.
hold on, no, yeah, let me check something out. So that should make you AC is showing at 17. Okay, and then if I turn the
15
shield
unequipped.
Okay, yeah. So in the inventory tab, you just change that modifier. When you're holding the shield, change it to equipped, and when you're not, you got to put it to being carried, and that will change your AC. On the
Got it.
Okay, so we're legit. Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to do my expertise as a rogue in skills. And I'm sorry if you want me to just stick to what you were doing before.
For what are you trying to put in there? What your expertise is? You already got it. Doubled for. So you choose any. Oh, so did you not? Okay, so it. So you're going to choose two skills. So are you going to, or do you want thieves' tools and one skill? What was your choice?
I'm going to do two skills. Probably perception and insight.
Okay, so go over to the skills tab.
Mm-hmm.
And you click the star to change it from 1 star to 2 stars.
Aha.
And you'll notice that it changes your numbers now.
Very nice. Thank you.
That shows your double proficiency. Okay. All right. Anybody else got? Let's see. Okay, let me look through. Sphere, and you're good. Rusty, criminal contact. Okay, you're good. Kashara, bardic inspiration, false identity, spellcasting. We're going to do spells here in a second. Mr. Hybrim, our Hexblade warrior. Okay, so. Okay, what have you? Ooh, you are busy. Okay, so you've got your patron. Which one did you choose? You don't have to tell me. I'll look here. Okay. All right. So, the one other item in your inventory tab. Each of you needs to create a new item here. So, what you're going to do is you can just right mouse click in the equipment area and choose the 6 o'clock item. Okay, down at the bottom, it puts a line. Type in coins on the description, the name area, type in coins on person. Okay, change that number from 1 to the number of gold pieces you're carrying right now. And over on the weight, give it a 0.02.
I'm having a little trouble doing. Oh no, there it's fine. Nope.
I didn't have to change it. I have 1 gold piece.
You can have your regular starting gold back because you went shopping like a bad boy and would have gotten it for free from the haberdashery. So now we're going to upcharge you when you go back and shopping again. So guys, make that a note. Okay, the haberdashery. He's our first blacklist. Okay, so okay.
Just don't try to get any hats.
Yeah, we're gonna give him a special hat.
I actually have a barbarian horn helmet that I should wear.
All right, so so make sure your weight for your coins is 0.02 on the far right hand column where it has the box. Put that in there. And what we're doing is we're tracking. This is how we track coin weight. So from time to time, I'm going to ask you to add up all your treasure, gold, and your pieces you're carrying, and you're going to make that number where it says coin on persons equal that total. So if you're carrying 45 different versions of coins, then that number should say 45, and that'll track your weight of what the coins you're carrying around. So it's not free.
I'm going to
carrying.
rejoin, and hopefully the camera will start again.
You're fine. That's fine. What we do from time to time is I'll allow you to color them up. You know, Vegas term. You say, well, I've got 130 silver pieces. Well, that's 13 gold. So you can basically change the silver pieces to gold pieces, and that will take your coin weight and change it out a little bit. But we also want to make sure that every one of you is tracking your weight of your gold or your coins on person.
Cool.
So you also can, if you want to see this stuff kind of inventoried or basically, you know, itemized properly, if you say, I want to put my coins in my pouch, well, if you go over to the locations and where coins are at and start typing the word pouch, just type it in and then click off of it, you'll see that it basically puts the coins under pouch. This is how you can kind of organize your inventory if you care. Some people like to have it all organized. It freaks them out. Some people don't. Okay, I don't care. I'll probably go through and organize a little bit for y'all just so you see it. But this is how some people, because what will happen, one of you may get a bag of holding and go, well, I'm going to keep my bag of holding and I want to know what's all in it. So you can keep it in there, and then you get to uncheck the weight, turn the weight off, because basically it's not going to count against your, you know, carried weight and all that. So that's how you organize stuff. When you take your location, you can tell it exactly where it's at. So a lot of stuff you can stick in your backpack, and it'll show up under your backpack in the list there. Let's see. Notes. I think we are good. So don't forget to change Spherin, or y'all change your ammo on your actions tab to showcase how many daggers in your short bow, since you should have a quiver full of 20 arrows. Change that ammo to 20. Yep. All right. Who's got spells?
I do.
I do.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to stay on the, you can open up, you go up your class and level, go back to the shield again, and you're going to scroll down to spell casting. Oh, I chose the rogue. I was like, why are there no spells there, dummy? Okay. Rogue does not get spells on this at least that version of it. And we're going to choose some stuff now. So spell casting is going to tell you, so like, okay, we'll take Mandy for an example. You got 2 cantrips to start off with, and then you know, how many spells did you get to know? You know, one. Oh, you know, for 4 first level spells. Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna for all's running, you're gonna open up the library and go to your player's handbook, and you're gonna go to spells, and then you're gonna pick the spell category list that belongs to you, and you're gonna drag and drop those spells over on the actions tab at the bottom that you get to choose.
So can we table talk for a second? Because I know we were talking about who was going to like heal and how we're going to handle that. So before I set these in stone, I wanted to talk to my fellow spellcasters about how we want to handle that. Obviously, with Warlock, I don't think it's really an option.
I'm just gonna be over here in the corner eating something.
You're sitting on the dad bench in the middle of the boutique, just eating.
He's in timeout right now. No, he's in timeout.
Oh,
he's outside on a bench eating.
Spells, yeah. Cast the magic.
I remember my Warlock. It was always like, I'd go, I wonder what I'm going to cast. Oh yeah, Eldritch Blast.
All right, so y'all go ahead and talk. What do y'all want to do? Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's between you and I, Kirsten. So
yeah.
Do you want each of us to have a healing spell and then the rest be offensive, or should I focus more on healing? It's totally up to. I'll do whatever you want.
I think it would be good for both of us to have at least one healing spell. And that was like kind of the question I was actually talking to you about, where I wasn't sure, like second level, what druidic circle I would go to, whether or not you wanted to be like, you know, the buffer and the healer. So if you wanted to go healing, that would just kind of, it would just depend on whatever.
Determined. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no problem being in a more supportive role. If you want to be more offensive, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, and I'll still have like the healing. I'll probably have like cure wounds at least.
Okay.
And do I get to switch out my spells? Is that like a druid thing? Because I'm not
So,
quite sure.
let me see. You are grief. What does it show for spell casting? I'm trying to remember myself. So, 2 cantrips, and then when you choose, you get a number of druid spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your level. When you level, you may change your prepared spells when you finish a long rest.
That's your answer.
Yeah, so I can switch them out essentially, right? Like my prepared spells.
Yeah, you're not set with a certain number like the wizard is.
I don't think bards are set though. I think, right?
Because they come off wizards, I believe. Let me see. I think so because of that. Spellcasting will tell you. I'm going to tell you. You get 2 cantrips, and then you get how many spell slots?
4
you get 4 first level, and then when you gain a level, you can choose 1 spell to replace. Yeah, you're stuck with the ones you choose. Yep.
Okay. So that's
Okay,
pretty
so
important.
I kind of go either way then. If I can, switch out my spells. If I feel like if we're gonna need more support, I could switch out to more healing and buffs.
Rusty, how much do you weigh? And your character.
I did not put that in there.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
I don't know. Same as me. 225.
Well, just go type it in there. It was empty, so I need to know.
Got it.
Because you're.
Are we doing pounds? The sword coach uses pounds.
Yeah, just 225. Just a
cool
number.
Got it.
Quick question with regards to my being a warlock. Are we doing the whole patron attitudes and special terms of the pact thing, or
do you wanna? That's a loaded question. I'm thinking I'm like, what?
I mean, I know it's a thing from Xanathar's, but I don't know whether you want to get all complicated with the whole war.
I normally wouldn't have put Xanathar's on. Because it's just since we're coming into, it's only a 1 through 5th level deal. I was trying to be able to have more fun playing the role play side and not knowing that we're not going to high. So it's up to you. Okay. As far as, is it that important for your character? Going through the through those hoops, depending on which patron you're going to choose, or at least staying somewhat, basically staying somewhat close to whichever one you are going to choose and the benefits you get from that choice, at least, so. Okay, again, choice is nicely done coming in there. So let's see, the rogue. Let's take a look here. Skills done, abilities, contact, thieves can't. Got thieves.
Did I screw anything up? Let's see.
Yeah, you're doing good. Just checking it all out here.
I know my hit points are wrong, but
it's because that's the way they got pulled in. I'll fix that.
Okay, no big deal.
I'll fix it.
No biggie. Thank you.
I feel like I'm trying to learn Salesforce all over again.
Oh my god!
The beginning here gets the beginning here's a little bit. Yeah.
Easier.
Oh wait, try and figure out Client Connect.
Cheers.
Well, you two are done, except for the question really going to boil down to I got to see from the packs all the artwork that I have as far as pictures, portraits. Unless someone that was an artist was going to draw those for everybody.
Yeah, what if it was an artist, Mandy?
I know. If they had an artist that was part of the show.
I know,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I know I am certainly willing to help subsidize art to help make mine look really cool.
I've got a bunch of portraits that come through different packs and all that, and I can choose that. Or if you have one, if you find something online that you say, this is kind of want to look at, then I may have something that close to matches it, Plus, there's a ton out there that everybody uses that are part, just the open platform that people, have shared across boards and all that.
Well, I'm thinking something like
yeah.
Humphrey Bogart, Maltese Falcon, kind of.
Boy, okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
What
just,
are you? You are a human rogue, is that right?
yeah.
Let me see. I want to find.
If you don't, I mean, don't put any effort into it. I'm fine if you pick.
I got a
something
ton.
that's
The books
on
come
your-
with a ton of stuff, so I'm just trying to see. Cool. Yeah, we. So like, here's the first one, and no, that's the warlock. Oops, wrong one. Let me remove Asimar. Let's go back. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I'll clicked on the wrong one. That's it. That's the human rogue. No, you're fine. We'll get.
He looks a
There's
bit
the one
too
Kelly
happy
wants
for
me to
my
use.
Oh, there you go.
I had to send it to me, or where did it come from? I just have to make sure.
No, it's infringement, so I'm not going to send it to you.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so
says the IP attorney.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just gonna say.
You are. You're a barbarian though, so that one's a little too skinny. Where's my other half orc?
Yeah, Mandy, if you would like to draw something, I will happily pay you for it.
Okay.
Same.
So
We can
seriously,
talk about
if it I'll hang it up in my house.
Come on, it'll be my second D&D commission for you.
I know.
Hey.
Well, I have a turtle paladin that I've been wanting to get a good drawing for, and it was
Pizza shield. Pizza
It's a fun character because I get to do my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice.
I don't think.
And his name is Laird Eastman, which if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle,
Really, Laird Eastman?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He has a pizza shield. That's the most important detail.
Oh yes, the shield is of course a rat and a pizza, a piece of pizza. This was before Pizza Rat, or I would have made that the center. But he worshipped Splinter, the god of wisdom and pizza.
There you go.
He was a fun character. Is a fun character.
I think my character's looks are going to be rather similar to the, the ancestor character from Darkest Dungeon. I don't know whether anyone's ever
Send me a
played that.
picture of it so I know kind of what your thought is, so I can see through the portrait list that I have and pick something that's closer to what you want. So,
all you have to remember is middle-aged orc.
Whatever portraits I do for whoever, I'll send to you, Duff.
Yep. Yep. And you are.
I have mine drawn out already.
Oh yeah, yours is done. I'm still fixing my image of Kishara.
I need to.
So I don't know if any of you guys ever actually saw the movie, but I actually have Donato and God, so many of the other artists talking about how they were the guys that always had to do their characters when they played D&D when they were kids. Like literally Donato, Todd Lockwood, Dieter Lizzie. They were all talking about I was the guy. I had to draw them all when we played D&D.
Well,
maybe that's a good omen. Maybe that's a good omen for me, doing the same kind of stuff as Donato.
Yep.
I can only dream.
I never drew them until I met a world famous artist. So.
World famous artist.
Aww.
Yes.
You go, fanboy.
You're not talking about me, little old me.
Of course I am.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I know you, and there's someone here from the UK who knows you. So you're world famous.
Oh my god.
Internationally known.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Well, I might not be internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone. Oh, I didn't say that. I really did say that.
Oh, boo.
Yes, you did.
Boo.
All right, so
how are we doing our spellcasters?
Now do you see why I invited him?
I put my spells in.
Okay. Grief, how about you? You done choosing?
I got them in, I think.
Okay. And Kashara?
I have one more spell to pick. Oh, you messaged me back. Okay.
I did message you back.
All right. So let's put all of y'all main tab. Here we go.
Oh, do you only get those spells? You don't have more first level ones?
You're really squishy at first level, man. Like,
how many did she choose? Let's see.
Do I get more than
You get.
You get yeah, hold on. You get what's your abilities tab? So
we get the same amount.
You get what did I say it was? Your wisdom modifier plus your druid level. So your wisdom is so you get 4 spells total plus your 2 cantrips.
Plus okay. All right. Oh, that makes it so
okay.
much
So you
yeah. Your cantrips are your freebies.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. For some reason, I thought I only got 2 first level spells. I was wrong.
If you only want to, that's fine. But
no, I will take as many as I can get.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, and each time you level up, you're going to get a spell every time. So.
I'm going to try a couple things while we're just
or a sorcerer or
a druid.
Druid, that's right. Sorry. I will forget.
Hey, that was a good strength check.
So, let me show y'all. Y'all can open up.
That was a bad intelligence check.
The combat tracker. If y'all are sitting while they're choosing, you can open the combat tracker, and you're going to see how y'all are listed here. Basically, it starts off well, not really alphabetical order. Huh, thought it did, but maybe actually is it Dex?
Show us the link for the combat tracker again.
It's the cross swords in the upper right hand corner.
Oh, got it.
Okay, that will show you some brief information.
So we can leave all of these things open if we don't mind having a super cluttered.
So
fantasy ground
normally I will
right?
tell you that you will have the chat window is always open. Normally the combat tracker will have a spot where you want to have it open. You'll have the map that you're on. If we're in combat, you'll have it open somewhere you can see it. And then your character sheet you can place in a spot if you can get to it. Or you just know that when you need to get to it real quick, you just double click on your portrait. If you close it and you double click on it, it brings it right back up to you. Okay? And that will then allow you to get in and out. Most of the time, we will, depending on, sometimes there's no map and we're role-playing stuff out. You don't have to have a map open. Okay. So, I need a map. And there we go. I'm going to show y'all. Let me know when we're done with our spells. I think now some of your stuff is not coded. I will put that in there, like the thieves sneak attack damage. I will put. So what's going to happen is when, like I said, you go back to your actions tab, there's going to be a bunch of stuff underneath your weapons, and that'll be like with y'all that have spells. It'll be mixed. You'll have class abilities. There's going to be some spots. There's going to be supplies. There will be skills if you get, particular, like the sneak attack.
Are we supposed to see the map?
Not yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Gonna be, well, y'all might see it because of the return feed. That's fine. I don't care about. So
got it.
Because it's on the stream.
It's on the stream. It's on the stream. But y'all, so when we're streaming, you may have the chat open, but I would tell you not to worry about what's going on the actual view itself. Because there is a delay there, and you're going to be paying attention to your fantasy grounds anyway. So let's talk a little bit more. So what will happen is, people, we have a lot going on in chat, and people will, I guess I should ask that. I ask all other groups if any of you have a problem with the viewer perks, and that some people may or may not like, that a viewer could come in and they could give you disadvantage on a roll. Okay. They could give you a healing potion, though. They could send a wandering monster into the party. Okay? There are different levels and different. I just want to know that can happen. Okay? Now, we don't let it get out of control. I'll let you know that there's sometimes, there could be someone coming in.
That's your job, man.
Yeah, they spam 5 wandering monsters. Well, that's not going to happen. It did in the very beginning. We've had. Yeah.
You
are a very generous DM.
Yeah, so.
I think I'm good.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think I'm good. I think.
Okay. I just want you to know that's going to happen. So I try to tell people just, you want to watch what's happening in the chat, you can watch it, but don't worry about the stream itself. Just have it minimized or closed. You can pop out your Twitch chat if you know how, and you can look at it that way, or not even worry about it, because I'll be telling you what's going on anyway during the gameplay. You'll hear me yelling at a few people every now and then when they get a little zealous on stuff. So,
Just get ready for the hazing from
the hazing will happen,
Doug and Bash.
but we also want to know that what comes around goes around. So if you get popped by a certain person every now and then I will let you know what nights they're streaming, and you can go return the favor. Okay, so
yes, I have some cards saved up for certain someones.
The stream loot cards, and some of the and there's sub perks too for those who sub to the channel, or they just cheer outright. We've got different ways to interact with the viewers.
The annoying thing is I'll probably be asleep while they're having their channel.
Okay, so what we're going to do here, let me, y'all are seeing this, but I really don't care. I'm going to put it on here. All right.
Everybody look so we can cheat.
All right, so, yeah, and I'm,
oh, damn it, it's a whole town square.
Town square.
Now we know all.
Yeah, but now you have it in, now I've just sent it to you in Fantasy Grounds. So now you're seeing
it really is a town square.
It's a town square. So you can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You use the little rosary, the little arrow button down the bottom right-hand corner to move around on a map. You click on it, keep your mouse button held, and then when you move your hand off of it, you'll see that the map will move. That's how you move up and down in a big map. Some of these maps you're going to get are very large. You're going to have to resize the box on the bottom right-hand corner. You can grab that the little gold area, and you can change the size of the window like I'm doing, and then move around into it to see where you're at, where things are going on.
I'm pulling the other monitor closer to me.
Yeah. Now what I can do also is, what you don't know is that I can totally. Now you don't see anything until I reveal.
Unless we've got it on the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, on the stream, but you won't. But see, now I'm revealing, this is how we basically do Fog of War. Different from Roll20 at the moment until we get to Unity, whenever that's going to happen. Then we'll have a true Fog of War. But anyway, I'm not worried about the delete the mask right now. Go away. Okay.
Right. For the newer folks, really quick, I learned this yesterday. When maps open, sometimes it'll open so like the top bar, you can't see it. You can just right click anywhere on the map to move the window if you need to.
Thank you.
If it gets stuck for you.
Yep. Thank you. And you please, man, you're not going to hurt my please go right ahead. Sometimes I just think people know this stuff and I forget. So
I played around a lot yesterday, and there were a couple times where I was like, Bash, what did I do? I broke it. So
So let me show you also. So when I'm going to put y'all on, come here. Oh, because I pull you from the combat tracker, and you're going to see. Okay, you'll notice that y'all are showing up on the map now. All right, and let me lock them. I'm gonna lock tokens here, so you can't spin them. Yes, I knew someone would always start spinning themselves. So, and let me turn on facing indicators. Why are they not on?
I accidentally closed out of it. How do I bring it back again?
So if you want to bring the map back up, you can open up your character sheet and double click on the right portrait. And it will bring you back to the map that you were last left on.
Awesome.
Your token was on. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
what you see is that y'all are looking at you in the center. So I'm going to show you some movement here. So I have facing indicators, which are important, and I'll explain why. But I control the indicator, so I will be. When you're moving the map and say I'm looking at something, I'll be putting the little, see the little triangle where you're facing, okay? You'll always try to stay, you got to stay in a square. This is how we do measurement. And when you want to move, you just grab your token and start dragging it across the squares to where you want to go. Based on
right, so I closed it to try to recreate what you just said, and I forgot what you just said. I can't reopen it.
Open up your character sheet.
Okay.
Right mouse click on the right portrait. Double click on the right hand portrait. Yep.
Okay. And all I've got is an X and a minimize.
Double click on the double click, not right. Sorry, I said right click. Double click on the portrait, the right hand portrait.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, and that automatically sets you to where you are in the party. Cool. Or on the map.
Yeah. The last map that you were on. Okay, where your token's at. That's where you'll get taken to. Now, so like what happens here with, we're moving, you say, this is where I'm moving. Okay, so is that where you want to go? Then I will approve it. Now, what we try to do is you want to try to end your line in the middle of a square, what you're trying to do. Because if not, I have to pull you back a little. That's fine. Some people don't get it. So
question, is that on all the time, the movement approvals?
Yep.
For this? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, Mandy, I was during combat and certain things that come up at will. Other times I'll turn it off when y'all are moving across a map that you've already know a lot of. I'm not expecting you to draw that line all the way, you know, so I'll turn it off. I
just wanted to check.
Yeah, I'll turn it off, yeah. Now, also what will happen...
I can target somebody. Ooh.
We're going to show you in a second. Yeah, we're getting ready to do a combat here. So what happening also is if you want to... If you're doing a movement and you're trying to show that you're going at an angle or whatever, you use the control key. So you would start your movement to like 3 spaces, then hold the control key down, and then drag it in another direction. And you'll see that it does the movement for you.
Oh, neat.
Okay? And then once you said, I'm good on my movement, I right mouse click on your token, I approve the move, and away you go. Okay? Yep, you're learning. Y'all are doing good. Okay. And that is your movement phase. Yep. See, that's how you move around, and it will matter in some instances. But you know, you watch that and you get your movement, and you know, you're like Gary.
I feel like I'm watching a 5th grader try to explain physics.
It's like that. You have some now. What we also want to show you is some of the items on a the map that you can do. You can draw lines, and when you're trying to map out how far a spell can do things and all that, you right mouse click on the map on a blank spot anywhere, and in the 11 o'clock area you see pointers. When you grab that, you're going to have items. You can draw a line, you can draw a square, a circle, or a cone. You normally want to start in the center of a square, and you would do, this will show you your distances for certain things, depending on what it is you're trying to map out to show. You would draw
Fireball radius. Fireball radius.
Yeah. So you draw it, and you got 2. Then you want, I want to grab it. Now I want to move it. You grab the middle square, and now you can drag and drop it around to say, who am I going to get? They have to be in the colored spot. You'll sometimes see that some of your squares or circles, there may be a spot where it's not colored. That means they're outside of that influence. So you want to be able to, when you're targeting, you're playing around with to say, can I get everybody in this spell? And this is how you figure that out. And if you don't remember, just let us know, and I'll draw it and show you how to map it out to see what you can get. If you're trying to understand, well, I want to know, how far this person is or creature is for me to target a spell, you will use you control click, you hold your control down, click on the target. So like y'all can control click on each other. Then you put your mouse back on top of your token, and you'll see the distance from you to that individual. That will tell you, then that lets you know, are you in range for a certain spell or attack? Okay? You also, like somebody already learning, they can draw. Yes, you can draw on the map. Okay, have fun with that. That's the main thing really going to show you on the maps. And then, you know.
Is there a way to get rid of those or no?
The lines that you move when you're moving and all that, I basically move your token second, and it will remove the approval line. So you're back to square one, and then you can try to move. You just let me know. I made a mistake. I'm not sure I want to move yet. Now, if you want to clean up, if you draw a bunch of squares and circles, just right mouse click on the line of whatever you drew, go back to pointers, and in the 3 o'clock position or the 2 o'clock, there's a remove button to remove your line or remove all the things you've been drawing and being silly with on your map. Okay, so you can clean up your own. And that's why we also do the colors with the dice. You'll notice some of y'all, what you're drawing is in your color. So it lets us know who's drawing what or doing what. So we always want to make sure your dice colors are unique. That matters on the map. Okay, so what I need to do...
What about making pie charts?
Well, usually I get a few individuals I like to make little stick figures on the map and hide them from me until I don't know who I'm talking about, Jeffrey and Gary. All right. I'll get a rebuttal back here in a second from them.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Trust me. Yeah,
plead the fifth. Yeah.
All right.
He knows. He knows how bad he is.
All right. And where's our big boy at? All right. So you guys, we're going to do a little, not really a session 0, but we're going to do a, where is my boy? Where's my bandit captain? Dang it. There he is.
Oh, yay. Are we doing a test fight?
We're getting ready to do a test fight. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Test fight.
So let's get everybody. Everybody clean up their indicators. Behave.
I did.
I know there's 2 on the map. There's 2 there. There's some
how do I clean? Okay, here on.
Right mouse click on it. Go to pointers.
Yeah.
And then there's a remove button at the 3 o'clock position.
Got it. There it is.
All right. So here is a square. Y'all may be inside y'all put yourselves anywhere inside this square. Put your token. I'm going to unlock tokens. You may move it wherever you want it to be.
Where's the front and where's the back in this scenario?
Does it matter?
You don't know.
Yes.
I don't know here. Everybody stand next to me because no matter what happens, I'm going to run at it and hit it.
Perfect.
All right, hold on a
Go
second.
one
Squishy
direction,
and
I'll go
small.
the other.
And I am cowardly and best near the back.
That's the front.
Oh, that's the front?
Just kidding. I'm going over
We
here.
don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't like
Yep.
it.
I know you
No,
don't.
sir. I don't like it.
This is where they're going to forget that they thought I was a gracious GM here in
I
a
don't
second.
like it.
All right.
I told you I wouldn't remember.
So here we go. So we're going to run this out. So y'all, so you have made your way into the city of Waterdeep on an errand from your benevolent employer, Prater, and you walked into the wrong alley. As you're walking there looking for stuff, you come upon this scene of a couple of merchant carts that look like they've been ransacked because there is a lovely little gang of bandits that
Ooh,
have.
yes.
Hey, come
I
around.
picked the wrong.
You picked wrong, and they're all kind of laughing as they see you walking in here and kind of come out from behind. Let's say they're kind of coming out from behind the deal
Hang on,
here.
chaps. I think we were meant to turn left at this alleyway.
You turned the wrong way, yes. And at the top of the platform here is about a 10-foot platform. Comes from walking out of the shadows. Is this captain, and he basically looks down at the little pups here. And you made the wrong turn, the wrong alley. Drop your stuff, and maybe we let you live.
I think not, darling.
Oh, sassy one she is. Boys, teach him a lesson. So then,
I rage.
okay, yes, so what we do is we're going to say, if anybody got some quick actions. If not, then we roll initiatives. And so basically you open up your character sheet to the front page, and square in the middle, you see the initiative dice. You click that, double click it. Yep, you see it rolls.
My
Wow,
abilities haven't
that is
been
cool.
Sorry, my ability stats haven't been updated.
Why not? What did you do, Hybrid? Oh, you didn't keep. Okay, that's why you're all off. You didn't keep.
I wrote them in the notes, like you said.
Oh no, you're supposed to key them in. That's why all your stuff's off. Looks like I'll be making the warlock character sheet. So yeah,
Session 0.
I thought you said put them in the notes. I thought they were.
You were to put them in the notes, and then you're supposed to key them in. I just needed to know the raw dose. It was all the talker, so that's why your hit points are all off too. That's okay. So key them in, and put you put the regular numbers in unmodified. Yes, okay, and then put those all in there. Then you change your hit points, and same thing for you. I think we already changed your hit points to. You're supposed to be 15.
I should be at 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
There we go.
Duff, we're not. Cards aren't allowed for session 0, right?
Oh, we're just this session. Yeah, semi. Yeah. No cards, guys. They're learning.
Waste, right?
They're learning.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be wasting them. So, I've hired them enough to learn Fantasy Grounds. We'll do a quick combat, and then I'm going to start reviewing stuff, and then we'll plan for next Friday night. Okay?
Awesome.
All right.
Really,
so,
the bandit captain got a 23?
He did. Oh, that's right. Y'all can see that. Yeah, that's right. How can you see that? Oh, I forgot. So, okay. Now, Hybrid. So that should get you there. And what was your max hit point supposed to be?
It's 8. I'll 8 look. Plus my con, isn't it? So it's 11.
Yeah. So there. It is. There. That's why your con is up now. Okay. So you're squishy. Okay. So, and he's not that. Okay. So
that's a lot of bandits.
Rusty, you need to roll your initiative though.
I did. I got a 19. Should be over on the left.
You rolled intelligence.
Oh,
which is not very. There's oh boy. Now we know how to deal with the smart one. Right in the center of your character sheets, the INIT. That's your initiative roll. Still just as good, even worse. There you go. Really bad.
Yes,
okay.
There we go.
There, nicely done. Okay, so
I'm last.
So now in looking at your Fantasy Grounds combat tracker, you kind of see the general order of things. And then we started off, yes, and he is Mr. Batty, and he just kind of basically he casually walks to the front here, and he just says, "Let's just see what my boys can do to you," and he just passes his turn. And so we have
Doug said my HP is wrong, by the way. I don't know how it could be wrong, but...
Where'd you do? Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Probably because it was this way the stats right here. So your bard is supposed to be level plus, 8 plus your con modif. Really? Is it con? Really? So 8, 9. So it's off by 1. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll fix it. Like I said, I'm going to go through them all. This is typical. What happens with all the mayhem.
I'm gonna die.
So, yeah.
So fast.
Okay, so Hybrim, what are we doing?
Shitting our pants.
So we just go. So at the moment, the bandits are heading towards us, and the bandit captain.
You basically see all of them. Yeah, they're like they haven't had a bath in a while. They maybe reek of a little alcohol. They are carrying. Most of them have scimitars. There are 2 in the back behind y'all, and the 2 in the far end of the street past the platform are carrying crossbows also.
Yeah. Okay.
Lucky you.
I'll hold back my Hexblade's curse for the time being, even though I noticed it doesn't seem to be showing up in my powers.
What's that? Well, I haven't coded everything yet, so we just kind of we're just doing some real combat. You just kind of tell me what goes on, and we'll roll it appropriately. But the rest of y'all's your skills and any of these features that you get, like sneak attack and other things, rage, all that will be as an actions tab, and you'll be able to turn on and put it on yourself in the combat tracker when we go live. So right now we're just going to play it as is. This is so y'all get used to playing combat.
Well, just for the time being, I'm going to let's just say. They're not anywhere close to me. I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay, so that gives you some temp hit points. So
5.
You should know you could drag that onto yourself in the combat tracker. And if y'all know something, tell me that you already know it. If you don't, because I'm going to assume that this is newbies that you don't. So you basically check off that spell slot, but you grab the temp hit points, and you see it in the combat tracker as the blue 5 now. So it'll deduct from that first until you lose them all.
And if they hit me, then they take damage. Which is...
I'll show you. You'll target them, and you just or you can drag the damage onto them in the combat tracker, whichever one hits you. Yep. Okay. We'll show you how to do it if you don't know. Okay. Anything else?
Each square is 5.
Each square is 5. Hybrid. Yeah. So Hybrid. Anything else?
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. So pass your turn, and that's in the bottom on the down arrow in the bottom of the combat tracker where it says next actor. A little down arrow. You're going to click that. Grief. Okay. You're next.
So I am going to cast Ice Knife at bandit number 2.
Okay. So let's see what Ice Knife does. So you have, okay, so you make a ranged spell attack against the target. So the range is 60 feet. So you are going to target that thief by, you can either in the combat tracker or in the token, as you control click once, and you'll see in the combat tracker that it shows up as a target underneath you. So control click on whoever you're targeting. See, now it shows. Now, under the spell itself, you're going to, you're a source, no, druid. So druids is, I bet your spell, I haven't modified your spell casting yet. Druid is wisdom, I think, based?
Yeah.
Yep, yep, there we go. Okay, so that changed your spell. So now they get the ranged spell attack. So you're going to click, you see the range +6? You can just double click that one time, and that makes the roll. And it shows that it missed. Went wide on you. Now, all of you start with the point of inspiration. So in the upper corner of your character sheet, there's a little tick mark that says inspiration. You can click that, and that will turn it on. Now, you may use that inspiration if you would like, Grief, to re-roll that attack.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, so uncheck the inspiration. That turns it off. So you've used it. It shows you. And then you can try your attack again. Much better now. Okay. That did the hit. And then you give it the damage. So they get a 1d10 piercing damage. So you click, just double click once the damage. Bam. You hit them with it. Because you've already got them targeted, Fantasy Grounds knows how to apply the damage. Until it dies or you unclick it and click a new person, that will always be your target. Now, in Fantasy Grounds, you can also just grab the ranged attack number and drag and drop it on a token. And same thing with the damage. Or in the combat tracker for whoever you're playing around with, wanting to shoot. In case, by chance, you say, oh, I'm going to shoot this person instead for a moment. You can just, you can drag the attack and damage that way. And Fantasy Grounds knows how to handle that when you drop it onto that person in the tracker or the token. Now, you did your attack. You still have movement unless you want to stay where you're at.
So actually, the ice knife explodes on impact, and then they have to make a dexterity saving throw. And if
any target within 5 feet of
should be standing right next to him,
the target and the creature must succeed or take some more cold damage. Okay, so there's nobody next to him right now at the moment. So you still just have him targeted, so you just now give him the cold damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So is there any way for me to see what she's got targeted? Because in my Fantasy Grounds, I can't. Oh, there it is. If I mouse over her. Aha.
Okay.
Thank you.
You just, so is there anything you would like to say to him as he leaves this earth? Because you just killed him. First blood is drawn.
I would like to thank her because she has removed the attack of opportunity when I go after the commander.
All right. Now, that's your attack still, so you still have movement, or you can pass.
I'm going to pass. Now, how do I pass again?
Down at the bottom of the combat tracker is a down arrow. It says, if you hover over it down at the very bottom, and it says next actor.
Okay. I didn't have the combat tracker open.
Yeah, you got to have the, so that'll help you. So yep. And once
so
you pass,
turn complete.
Yeah, turn complete or pass. Yeah. So I see pass act. Okay. So Kashara, you're next.
I am gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Bandit 1.
Okay. Saying something mean to it. All right.
You're ugly and your breath stinks.
That's fine. Yeah. Some people like to do it. Some other people hate doing it. So now it's the bard is when you go into.
I need time to get into her character a little bit more.
We'll have
your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elder. Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
Yes, exactly that. So it is. Is it just the damage?
So Vicious Mockery. You still have it. They still have a save. So make sure your wisdom. Okay, you've done your modifier. Oh, good. Thank you. Yep. So they have a. Where's Vicious Mockery? Oh, okay. There it is. It's
DC 13.
So you could target whoever it is you're mocking.
Okay. Do I drag the save onto them, or do I drag cast onto them? I forget.
So you can either target them first and just click the save. It's the save first, or you just grab that save, that Wisdom DC, and drag and drop it on the token. Either way. Okay, just like that. Okay, so they failed, so they get the damage.
Okay, drag the damage onto him.
Yep. And then what you don't have is what they forgot on Vicious Mockery, and I'll key that in, is now their next attack is disadvantage on their next attack. And so I do this, and
the effect needs to be added to the spell.
That does. Okay. That's sometimes they've missed stuff, in which that was bandit number 1. And I will put okay, there you go. So his next attack will be at disadvantage. Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to move?
That is cool.
Yes. I would like to move over here, away, behind the big orc.
Okay. But with the 2 that are right behind you, pointing crossbows at you. That's good. Okay.
Maybe I'll move.
I don't know, man. I think I'm big enough for cover behind me. She should have cover behind me.
Are you moving here, Mandy? Are you going to change? Are you listen to her. The key. What is? That's your full name. You understand? Kashara Lauren, the Key of Waterdeep. Okay.
Oh, where would I put her nickname? I'll just get rid of that.
You can put it as your name. Just put it as the name. So.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. All right.
So I want to show y'all, if you right mouse click on everybody's portrait, you can see at the 9 o'clock positions the whisper. And so that's how you can send a private message to somebody if you want to chat with them.
Oh, neat.
Okay. Just so you know. But like I said, I see them also. And I will send. Yay. So I did like with Seth 30, I was asking about weight. I will send you you need to make sure you're paying attention to that chat a lot, because I do talk to y'all sometimes as though you may sense something or something's happening, and I will whisper that to you, okay, without trying to alert the other group, because some things may happen. Cool. May sense something wrong with the wall, and I'll send it to you. So I wanted to make sure I whisper a lot. So once you click on it, you just click the W, then down below it puts it in the chat. It shows you \W, the person you're whispering. You type in the message, and then you hit enter.
Okay, I tried that.
Oh, it beeps every time I...
And it will tell you.
Right, but where do I put it?
Down in the bottom of the chat window. Once you right mouse click and say whisper to the person, down at the bottom it shows you the whisper commands in the chat window, and you put in the rest of the message.
I'm missing this.
It's the little text field on the bottom of the chat window. The chat on the left, there's a little text field on the bottom where it says chat.
I see common. Is it after that or below that?
Yeah, the box below
underneath that. Yeah.
But you have to right mouse click on the person's name first to get the whisper command.
Yeah, just up at the five icons of us at the top of the screen. Click on that, and then you can whisper something. That's what right
mouse click on somebody, and at the 9 o'clock position. Yep.
Okay, got it. Thank
there
you.
You go. Yep. Okay. All right. So Bandit 1 just got popped, or mocked, and did not like that. So he pulls out his scimitar, and he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he. Run away, little girly. But then he pulls his scimitar and he slices down on Hiram. But he had disadvantage because of the mocking. It mocked in his brain, and it goes wide, and he curses. And that is his next attack. Code that
sounds like you need to improve your aim.
So they move up to 6. All right, they move up. All righty. These two have got light crossbows, and they have them loaded. And
if we die in the test, we die in real life, by the way.
No.
Yes.
No. But we're going to, the two here are going to give, yes, they'll,
this is the Matrix. We're fine.
They shoot the half-orc, miss.
I'm dead.
And the other one does shoot. Yes, unfortunately, will shoot Mandy because Mandy made it a prime opportunity to talk there. And oh no!
No.
Oh, that one hurt. 7 hit points of damage.
Oh Jesus! Well,
what's your
it's nice knowing you guys. It's nice knowing you guys.
Good thing you got a healing potion. Huh?
Yeah. You'll use it. You'll get it back for the start and all, but I'll show you how to use that. I will have that coded too for you. Okay, Spherion.
All right, Spherion.
What are you gonna do?
If you want me to change that, I'm happy to. But
No. I'll learn. Trust me, I'll butcher it for the first 3 or 4 shows, and then I'll get it right.
That's my move.
Okay. But that's how I will call y'all in the game. I won't ever use your real names, okay, and all that. I will always use this character only, just so you know.
Cool. No, I mean, like I said, it's just if it's a problem pronouncing, I'm happy to change. Not a big deal. Okay, I did the move.
Yep, you sure did.
Oh, okay. You marked that. Okay, I wasn't quite sure. I am going to fire my short bow at bandit number 1.
Okay. So you will control. You will control click to target. You targeted. You targeted. Yeah. Okay. You're trying to. Oh my god. Okay. You need to control click on Rusty, and you're clicking on everybody. You were right. You were control clicking to. You've targeted everybody. So when you shoot them, you're going to shoot all of them. So
I have no idea how.
You're because control clicking. You were trying to whisper. You're doing okay. So hold your control key down, click once on Rusty, click once on Hybrim, and click once on yourself in the combat tracker or the tokens. And you're going to untarget them. There you go. Okay.
Aha.
Unclick yourself or you'll shoot yourself. So there you go. Now you got Bandit 1 targeted. Now you can shoot. You click once on the ranged attack for your short bow.
Okay. Oh, it keeps trying to chat because I was using the short. No, I was trying to use the bar that I have down there, so I have to go into my character. That's okay.
It's always fun chatting with scimitars.
We're gonna have fun with you. I can already tell.
Okay. I am your special little friend.
That's right.
Short bow.
Oh my god.
Yep, it's on your actions tab. Yep, and you're going to grab the short bow has only got one kind of attack anyway, so it's the +5. It's that first die. So you're going to double click on it once. It will show you that you hit in chat. Okay. Now you do the damage. Double click on it once. Max damage, you put an arrow right through his forehead. Okay.
I also now I get the surprise attack, or not the surprise, but the rogue.
You don't need it. You killed him.
Okay.
Look at the combat. look at the chat. I will show you. So what will happen, let's say that you hadn't, well, before you did your damage, there's an effect that you're going to drag onto yourself on the combat tracker, which will add that roll for the sneak attack damage. Okay? I will show you how to do that next time. It will do all that roll for you then. But you have to know when to do it, and when to put it on yourself when you do the attack. It's not something automatic. But you'll learn.
Okay? All right.
Yeah, and so you killed him. And you'll also notice that you shot your short bow. You'll see that you're missing an arrow now. It did a check mark on your arrow. Okay, so it's tracking it for you. Okay, so bandit number 1 drops. Okay, so you've done a move. You have done a shot, and I believe.
Can I do stealth as or hide in shadows as a bonus action? I can't remember.
You don't have that yet as an ability.
Okay. Then I will stand there and look. Petrified as people come at me.
Mm-hmm. And considering you just went and ran over there and then shot, I'm not quite certain they wouldn't see you. Now, you can try to hide if you would like. Okay, well, I'll let you know later when they fill you full of arrows. Okay, once you're done with your turn, you then pass your turn.
All right.
Okay, there you go. Done. Rusty, you're up.
All right. I would like to use 2 of my movement to there.
So actually, let me lock token. So in with D&D 5e, you can break up your movement. You can move half, do an attack. Okay. So there's
if I do manage to kill this guy, I'm going to try to engage the one above it.
Perfectly legit. That's 10 feet of movement so far. Okay.
Yep. All right. And so
now you're going to rage by chance.
Yes. It was a bonus action at the beginning of combat.
Yeah, but it also gives you some abilities. Let me put that on you real quick because it's not. I'm gonna code the rage for you. but right now we actually have it in the, you are rage. There it is. So here is your rage.
So I'm level 1. I get a +1 to hit because I'm only level 1, but I also have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Look at the combat tracker.
Oh, neat. That's pretty cool.
Duff, we have open table policy, right? If we need to get up and grab something.
Oh, hell yes. Yes, okay. Please. Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. So to make the attack, I am in my actions. Yep. I see my great axe. Which one do I hit?
Okay, so first you got to target one of them. So you're going to.
So I'm targeting that guy.
Yeah, so you're going to hold the control D, click once on combat. There you go. Now he's got him targeted. So in the combat tracker, it shows target for you. Now cool. the great axe, you're going to grab the first column, the +5. That's the attack. You just double click on it once.
Wait.
Okay, boom. There's your great axe. It shows you in the chat window.
Cool.
Now you do the damage.
So that should. And I double click the damage?
That's the next box. That's right. And you'll get your +2. Oh, boy.
Ouch. Ew.
Yep. Minimal damage, but it did it for you, though.
Did he die?
Nope. He's still standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least he's engaged with me and can't attack anybody else. Yay. And now I end my turn. That's
right. The bandit captain. He's getting a little fatigued, kind of wanders closer to the stage like he's thinking, does he really want to get his hands dirty because he paid all these idiots to do the damage, and a couple have dropped already. Ibram.
All right. Hybrim is going to go up next to bandit number 3 and is going to get his mace out.
Okay.
And he is going to swing the mace at this bandit.
Okay.
One thing I noticed though on the actions is it's only giving me like a +3 modifier on rolling when I should actually be using my charisma modifier.
Yeah, because it's not here. 1 second.
Yeah.
I hadn't turned it on yet. Now that should change it. I needed to tell what your class was for your spells. Oh, okay. Now you should see a better. You should see.
It's still saying +3 for some reason.
For which spell?
For my mace.
Your strength modifier is 1, but
but because I'm a Hexblade warrior, I get to use my charisma modifier rather than my strength.
Okay, then we'll change that. To your mace is change the base to charisma. Now what's it say?
Now it's still saying +3 to roll to hit, but it's now saying +5 to damage.
Oh, here. There.
Cool.
I'll fix it then.
And that will be for all the other weapons as well.
Yep, all of them will get that. Yeah, I'll go through and clean it. Yep.
Right, so I swing my mace.
That's cool. That you can use your charisma for that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Hey. Oh. Oh, and you didn't have him targeted either. So yeah. So now, so what happens if you do that by chance and you want to know? You grab the result and drag and drop it on the token that you're attacking, and it will tell you then. So just go ahead and do it so you see what happens. I want everybody to see it when you grab the 8 and well, not that you already missed
the little white and black image in the chat.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So, you swung wide and missed. Now you can use your inspiration and then take that hit if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, there you go. Now make sure you control click on them once. So.
Okay. Oh, so you have to control click. Sorry, I thought you
control. Yeah, there you go. Now you can drag and drop that on the actual token, and it will still give you the result. Just so you know. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So then you do the damage now. Now that he's targeted, your mace is connected miraculously.
Yes.
Hey, old Windu.
Would you like to say anything to him? As he dropped.
No.
Yeah, maybe a little.
It did. Yes. No, sorry, my mind's blank at the moment.
I just like people. Some people like to wish their foes a good night when they dispatch them. Okay.
I'm sure I'll think of some crappy one.
So you still have a little movement left, or you can hold your position.
I am going to.
You're kind of dangling out there in the wind. Why don't you come back with us?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to close to.
Okay, very nicely done. Okay, all right. Pass your turn if you're done.
Okay.
Grief.
Oh, I am up. I have a question about the range on spells because I've never played this. So I have it for Thunderwave. I have a 15-foot cube. Now, is that 15 feet in either in all directions, or is it a 15 square foot?
It's a 15-foot cube, and how it works is like this. So you basically, so it's a cube. It starts anywhere from a point on you. So that's how it kind of works. So you basically can decide where it comes from. You can't it doesn't go out here. It starts in this general area and only affects that.
So you can move up and get both of those up.
Yes.
If she can move, most certainly move up. Yeah. What's that, Mandy?
I thought it centered on you and radiated out from you. Is that not the case?
We do it. You could pick it spot, this way.
Okay.
Just we allow it coming out of you because anywhere on the square. So
okay.
I don't think. Well, let me make
That's
sure.
fair.
I think if you're right, I thought that you could. Thunderous wave sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 50 originating from you must. See, it originates from you, but it doesn't say right from the center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I use it every now and again as a paladin.
Yeah. Okay. What you gonna
Here?
do, Grief? You can move up.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
move right here.
Grief's getting feisty with them. Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
I was going to say, does that
Wait,
trigger
did I-
attack of opportunity? You might want to be back a little.
Well, no,
The attack
not when you.
opportunity
So
is not
not
till
when
she
you move up
leaves.
to. Opportunity attacks only happen if you move away from them after you've engaged them in melee range. Not
Oh, I
moving up
thought if
into
you
them.
I thought if you cast a spell.
He cast a spell, yeah. So they could, if they were smart. But now you've got two of them there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Grief,
So how do
that's-
I target them again?
You do. So you're going to control click on both of them. You got the bandit captain and also control click on. Okay, there's bandit 7. Control click once on the bandit captain also. Now they're both targeted. Okay.
Okay.
Now you give them the save. I think Thunderwave's got. Is it a? No, it's a save.
14.
Just double click it once. It rolls it for both. One failed. The captain failed. The bandit passed. So you just click the damage, and it will apply it appropriately to both of them.
Okay.
That's cool.
Does it knock them prone or anything? If I get that wrong.
The one that failed, I believe, gets knocked back 10 feet. So
And then-
he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. And then I'm gonna. How much more movement do I have?
That was it. Move 30 feet.
That was it? Oh, I did. I'm right next to this guy then.
Right in his face. Yes.
These does not bode well for me.
And he's the one you missed. So he's like, he sees all that and he turns and yeah, he's not happy with you.
Hey. Can't do anything right now. Just gonna be face to face with you.
That's right. Okay,
Just
and then also
snarl at him.
pass your turn. That's it.
Okay, let me go.
You'll take your medicine here in a second. Okay, Kashara.
Okay. Okay. Question. Dissonant Whispers. It says I just pick a creature within range. Does that mean I don't have to see it? Like I could duck behind cover and cast it on somebody where I know where they're standing?
You whisper, but only one creature of choice within range that can hear the whisper. So you got 60 feet.
Okay. So my thought was I could move here, duck behind
Onyx.
some cover.
I think
I
that's too
don't-
far for 60.
Show, well,
Oh,
so,
might
60
be.
feet, right?
no,
if
60
you're
feet,
only-
it's 12 squares, right?
Yep.
5, yeah, I'll make sure I add right. Durr. Okay, so you're going to run over here. Okay, hiding behind it's like a crate. Okay.
Right. Would it reach?
Well, so I'm going to put you actually on let's say you're done. So you're going to target, so control click on the one you want to target. So it shows up in the combat tracker.
I forgot that there's guys over in this direction. Whoop.
Oh yeah, there's guys behind down the.
Just kidding.
There's the two that shot you.
Yeah.
Can I retcon that?
You should.
Yeah, you can
stay by us.
I'm gonna retcon. I'm gonna get back to being by Rusty. Since I'm the only one who's wounded, I'm gonna heal myself.
You're not feeling good either.
Nope. Since I'm the only one who's wounded, I'm gonna heal myself.
You're gonna use your potion of healing?
I was gonna do just cure wounds on myself.
You could so target. Yeah, you just can target yourself, or just grab the cure wounds, heal, and drag it to yourself on the combat tracker. Either way.
Oh, did I do that wrong? I did that wrong.
You got yourself targeted, so you just click once.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
You healed yourself.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Now untarget yourself, so you're not, and then you could still move if you want to go hide.
Let's see what's scarier. I'm just gonna get kind of I'll move maybe over here or something. I don't know. I don't know where to hide. There's bad guys everywhere. Can I get to here? No, that's too far. I'll just
hide under my shield.
I'll just hang out here.
So you're just going to back up.
I'll just move a little further away from the other guys.
That's fine.
Yeah.
The two of you have your back to back with each other, watching what's going on. Okay.
Yep.
Pass your turn because we got to give out some medicine now. Okay. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Pass my turn. Right.
Yep.
Derp.
There you go. Bandit 4 is staring at us ugly.
Bash has me spoiled.
Why is that? What did he do?
Because he just changes it.
He does it for you? Oh, you really, Jeffrey?
I have to relearn hitting the button.
Fun. Goober. All right. He swings his scimitar at this stinky orc, and he misses. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, so I'm going to give you a little bit on tactics that happens with my table. So there's the thing I do flanking in my games. And what that means is that what I will do is I draw a line through somebody, and you see that there are always behind somebody, there will always be 3 squares, even if you're at an angle. If I am behind you, I get advantage, or you do get an advantage on an attack on somebody. Okay? So, but one way I'm showing that is because the orc here has got his back turned to the guys with crossbow bolts. So one of them is actually shooting as being a DICK, and he's shooting the orc in the back. Okay? So, yeah, and because you were back behind him, you don't know it's coming, so he's got an advantage on the attack. Y'all have that ability.
Resistant to piercing, though.
There you go. That's fine. But y'all have that ability too. So I want you to think about it. So like especially the rogue, is you're going to get opportunities where if like you were closer to the orc, you could run behind that bandit and get an advantage on your attack, which then also, although the orc's already there, you get your sneak attack. But you want to be able to think about that. Can I get behind somebody when I'm attacking, or someone that's already engaged in combat? Can I shoot them because I'm behind them? They don't know it's coming. That will give you advantage on the attack. I will remind y'all over the first few sessions and all that, because you're not going to remember that. I will let you know you have advantage on that attack, or you have this opportunity to get advantage by making this move. So one of the things that's a cool way to allow.
Cool.
Okay? Yeah. All right.
I like that. Very cool.
But yeah, Bandit 5 is because he is behind the orc, and he sees this. He's going to take his crossbow, and he slams it. Yep. He slams some into you. You feel it slam into your shoulder. The other one, seeing the feisty little.
That's 6 or 3.
The half elf. You got.
Oh.
You got max damage from that crossbow bolt.
Yeah,
Bandit 6 is it should have it did it. It resisted for you. It shows it.
Oh, did it? Cool.
Yeah, down. Look at the combat. Look at the chat window.
I'm looking at the chat window, and it just says Bandit 6. Oh, partially resisted. Got it. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Trust me. Look at him questioning. All right. Oh, no.
No.
Here. Slams into you. And at
Ow.
7, seeing that the one with the horns coming out of her head, you think you can cause my captain. Ooh, and he takes a scimitar and he wants to cleave you in half. Ooh, ooh,
Oh, no.
Ooh, small roll. This guy runs up on the rogue that thinks he's hiding but is not. And oh!
Ouch.
Oh.
This is gonna hurt, folks. This is the spanking. That's critical
What if
hit.
you die in session 0?
It's been nice killing you.
Oh,
New character.
no, he didn't, but you're 1 point. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no.
The wound's already getting marked. Cool.
Hey. All right. Farron, you are 1 hit point away from dying. It was a crit, but I didn't close the gap there, folks. So, what you gonna do?
Okay, question for you. Can I move around and backstab? I'm guessing not.
He is engaged with you, so he will follow you because y'all are engaged.
If you use your entire action, you can disengage, right?
You can use an action to disengage and move away without taking the shot, yes. But it causes you not to action.
I can, but I'm not that bright.
Fine.
So I am going to go ahead and go stabby with my rapier.
Okay.
Stick it with a pokey bit.
The pokey end, right?
All right. I did. Oh, I see.
Gotta target him first.
Okay, right. That's what I did wrong.
There you go. Now give him the attack.
Okay, I'm trying. It's not working. What did I do wrong?
You double click once on the attack roll.
Oh, double click. Right.
Look at that. You tit for tat here. Critical hit to him. Okay. Now, unfortunately, you don't get your sneak attack damage because you don't have anybody occupying him, so you just give him regular damage. Okay. But it was still critical, and you show him how it's done.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night. He dies. Okay.
Wait,
Penn, do you have the ability to lower your camera? Because you are.
Can.
Yeah, when you get a chance, we'll fix that because you're gonna. Yeah, just so you look. I'll clip. There's gonna be banner. There's gonna be stuff around y'all's portrait on the overlay, and so I'm gonna be needing a pretty good window on y'all's faces, make y'all pretty.
How am I now?
You're fine right now. Yeah, that just gives me enough to be able to zoom in and be able to put y'all inside the boxes where y'all's stats will be and things like that, so people can see who y'all are. Okay. Thank you though. Anything? Are you going to move, or are you going to? Now, because you have dispatched him, your movement now, you could try to move into this bizarre area and hide because you haven't moved yet, or you can hold your ground or move somewhere and to get into action. Okay.
I can move 15 or I can move 30.
You can move total of 30 because that's your full movement. You haven't moved yet at all.
Okay. Oops.
Here, let me do this for
what is
you.
your class again?
I'm
He's
a rogue.
He's a rogue.
Gotcha. Rooftop.
All right.
Rooftop sniping.
Could be. Yep.
There you go.
So he could take a movement, and yes, he could try to climb the roof if you wanted to get up on the roof, or you can just move.
Drop on him.
Okay. So you move into 25 into the center of a square right here. Please.
Like 5 feet.
Anything else? Okay.
Nope.
Pass your turn, please. All right, Rusty.
All right, so I still have Bandit 4 targeted, correct? So I don't have to control click?
That's right. As long as you keep him targeted until he dies, it stays targeted, or you control click off of him.
All right, well, no. I'm going to eat whatever metal this axe is made of.
It hits.
Woohoo!
There you go.
That's a nice hit.
He dies.
Yeah.
Now
All
what?
right, and then I am going to try to keep my buddies. Let's see if I can engage those guys down there. So you guys heal yourself, do what you can, and
Yep.
I will enragingly run at some other people down there.
He screams and runs off. Y'all think he's leaving you.
Rawr.
All right, Rusty, anything else, or pass your turn? All right, well, this guy has now had enough. So he draws out his scimitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he comes down, and he says, yes. He says foul things to Grief.
Well, that is not very nice.
And he swings once. He misses his first attack, but he has a second attack. He has a second attack, Grief. Yes, he does. And he misses! Oh, how lucky.
Luck of the tiefling. Here we go.
Yeah. Ibram.
Grief is giving him some grief.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Seeing that the orc is running towards the two bandits and thinking that he'll probably be able to take care of them, he is going to target the bandit captain. And he raises his hand and says, "Feel the power of my eldritch blast," and fire off the eldritch blast at him.
All right. Have him targeted. Give him a ranged attack.
Okay.
Should have named her Grease because
Of
she's
course.
slippery. Oh no.
Of course. Now, you also, if y'all don't know, if by chance you don't think you're going to use your inspiration, or you're gracious enough, someone can give you inspiration if they don't want it. Just so y'all know.
I will give you mine.
Okay, there you go.
Aww.
Isn't that nice? They're working together, folks. They're learning. And he makes good use of it. There you
That's
go.
much better.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Give
Give him the damage now.
I rolled off a 10.
It was close. It was close, but he took some damage. He screams out. All right. Anything else? Are you going to move or hold your ground?
I am going to start moving up towards them.
Okay.
Question. Tactical question.
Uh-huh.
So those two are engaged with Grief.
Mm-hmm.
Will they be able to take an advantage shot at Spherion, even though they're engaged with Grief?
Well,
because if he turns around to move and he might have his back to them, because he's going to have his back to somebody.
Who's that? One. I'm not sure. Well, so he moves up here. Now, Spherion can move around to get behind somebody on his turn.
Almost like
I'm sorry. I thought that was Sphirion's turn. My fault.
No, yep. So, no, Hybern's still. So, Hybern rushes up to engage. Now, right? Yeah. So, at the moment, yeah, the bandit captain's already gone. So, he'd already swung at Grief. So, if Hybern had the opportunity, because the captain had already swung at this turn, he could have come up behind the captain to get advantage on the attack if he had the movement at the time. Just so you know. But he was too far off. Yeah.
Sorry, it's really tiny on a 4K monitor.
Yeah. Oh boy. Zoom in on it. You can zoom in on the map, so.
No, I am. I'm zooming in. I'm just trying to see everything.
Yep. Okay. Hybrid, anything else, or pass your turn, please? Reef has got a little payback. I don't think you've got any bonus actions.
Yeah, since my whole Hexblade's Curse thing isn't coded in yet, I'll pass my turn.
Okay, Reef.
I am going to target Bandit 7 because fuck this guy.
I like tieflings with a foul mouth.
Yes, she's telling us how it's going to be, folks.
And then I'm going to cast Primal Savagery.
Okay. Primal Savagery is a cantrip, so you cause your teeth and fingernails to sharpen. You make the attack, so you're going to target them. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so you always know you can click the magnifying glass, and that opens up the spell, so it shows you the extra stuff that's there. That's what that magnifying glass. And now you give him the spell attack.
So I do attack.
Yep.
Okay.
You hit him. Now you give him the acid damage.
Give me acid damage.
The little evil
That was
laugh.
a bad
He
trip.
screams out, but he stands his ground, Grief.
Oh, this shit.
Does not look good, though. His knees buckle as the pain roars through them, and his face begins to melt.
Ooh. Oh,
I
sorry.
like melty
And I'm
faces.
going to step back a little bit.
Now, if you step back because you're within 5 feet, he gets to swing at you for free. That's
Ah,
called an
shit.
opportunity attack. Yep.
And I'm not.
I don't know, but whatever you did, can you put like on my axe blade? Like that would be awesome.
It's only a one turn thing. I can only do it sometimes. I'm very sorry.
Well, so your cantrips, are freebies. They don't use spell slots. You get to use them over and over and over and over. They don't cost you. You still only get to cast them once per turn, but yeah.
And then I can't cast like another spell or anything, right?
Well, yeah, but if you'd had a bonus, if your spells were a bonus or whatever, you could, but you don't have any. So, Shillelagh.
No other.
Well, Shillelagh's a bonus action, but you don't have a weapon. You just used your hands.
Yeah. So I can't do anything. So I am just going to watch his face melt.
Okay.
With slight pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
That's
I'm
your
going
turn.
to pass my turn.
All right, Kashara.
Okay. I'm debating on if I should heal Spherion or hurry up and kill these bandits.
Hurry up.
Kill
those bandits.
Kill.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I will do that then. Let's do a.
Famous last word.
Because I only have one more spell slot left because level 1 sucks. Level 1. So we're gonna Dissonant Whispers at the leader. I think I'm within range.
You turn your back.
Measure.
Yeah. No.
I'm
What you
highly
do is
amused
just
that
no.
there's 4
I don't know
people
how
going
to
after
do
that
the
one on top.
facing.
I do it.
Where I'm facing?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I will turn you so you're facing that direction now to target him. Target the captain, and then hold your cursor over you, and that'll see how far that'll show you how far you are from them.
Okay. So target.
Target.
him?
And then put your.
I'm well within range.
Yeah. That'll let you know. Mm-hmm.
I don't actually want to move. I want to stay where I am.
That's fine. You just turned. That's all.
Then I will definitely cast Dissonant Whispers on him. Okay. So let's do. He has to do the save first, correct?
So the save. So you give him the save first. Yeah. It's your save. So you roll it on him. Mm-hmm. He passes. So that means that he gets only half the damage that you're going to give him now.
It'll automatically calculate when I.
It does it automatically for you. That's correct. Yep. Okay.
And
he
I
screams
think that's all
out.
I can do.
That's unless you want to move.
Yeah, I'll scoot a little closer to my friend Spherion.
Yeah, use him as a shield.
Yep.
You realize I'm planning to run off pretty quickly.
Yeah, that'll happen. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
Anything
fine.
else?
I think I'm far enough away that I'm okay. Hopefully.
Little help down here.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't love is it doesn't automatically check off my spell slots.
It does not. It does not do that. You would think, yeah. Well, so that's some coding that's missed out. You do have to track your own spell slots, but when you get rest or short rest, it will subtract accordingly based on what you get.
It'll refresh it.
Will refresh it. Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know because it's okay.
Hey.
I used them both already. I'm fine.
All right, pass your turn.
Pass my turn.
Bandit 5. Let me see. Is it going to be 5 or 6? Let's see. Even
It's going to be
odd.
both.
Evens bandit. Okay, so he's going to hold his crossbow. He shoots. Oh wow! Really? So normally I'd have my dirt. You would have my dirt music up, but I don't have it programmed right now. But we would have a dirt. We have some sound effects for when you crit hit and when you crit fail, and I get them too. Yes, and I get a dirt, but he missed. So then Bandit 6 drops his crossbow and rushes with the scimitar, and he hits.
Ouch.
But you resist the scrape marks. Bandit 7 is screaming out, but
Because his face is melting.
his face is melting.
Melting.
But
melting. I'm
What a world. What a
But
world.
he,
Yes.
in his last breath, and he's looking at you, and he says it. And oh, really? Really?
His
He
vision is
misses.
obscured because of the acid.
That's right. All right. She has got the luck tonight. That's right. Spheron.
All right. Here is the movement plan.
Okay. So now you're not in melee range with the individual. You're going to shoot him?
Right. Yep, that was the plan. I should be able to get an attack of a surprise.
You get it. You have advantage on your attack because you are behind him. So
okay, I'm going to shoot.
Well, I'm going to ask you, why would you shoot when you got more damage on the rapier? And I'm just asking for learning. So,
I was planning to mainly focus him on bow use, just because, again, being squishy and not many hit points. But I think I see your point here. Okay, so if I move him a little closer.
You move straight up. You're still out of range. The bandit captains didn't get you because you're not inside 5 feet, but your rapier, sneak attack, so you're going to get that. You're going to, if you make the hit here. It's up to you. I'm just letting you. The question is how you would play your character, and I'm just asking you. It's your decision.
My character was aiming towards the idea of using the bow more than the weapon, more than the rapier.
Then do the bow. That's fine. Okay. All right. So now what we do with how you're going to know that you get advantage on this shot. So that means that you're going to you're going to have him targeted first. So you click the character, the bandit. Okay. Now you're going to click the advantage button down on the bottom left-hand corner. Click it once so it highlights. Okay.
Got it.
Now give him the short bow shot. Boom. Shows you got the hit. Now I'm going to give you your sneak attack damage. Hold on. I think they got.
Oh, you have to assign that?
I haven't coded it for you yet, but I'm going to show you. So now what happens is that now that you've made the hit, you put this effect on you, and you see it in the combat tracker. It shows you that now you're going to get an extra 1d6 damage on this roll. So now you give him the short bow damage, and you notice it rolled the d6 also, and you got almost max damage on it. Okay.
Instant death.
He was only 1 point away too. Yeah. Basically, so what instant death means when you see that, he blows apart. Basically, he can't. So this also can happen to you. If it's instant death to you, you can't be resurrected. That means your body's completely, your body's destroyed beyond repair.
Oh.
And so, the arrow went right through him.
Off of me.
He might actually fall on grief. Yeah, see, she goes
his body away.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right,
now
that's
a badass trip.
But it's fair, and that's your tactic right there, and that was the correct way to use it. Is that you know that you were going to be able to get enough movement to get advantage on that shot behind, and that allows you to also get your sneak attack damage because you had advantage on the shot. And okay, so. But also, grief was in 5 feet of the target. So either way, you were good on your attack maneuver there. All right. Anything else or pass your turn, sir?
I will pass my turn. Thank you.
Okay. Rusty.
Kick their butts.
Eat non-acidic metal. 13 hits.
Still a hit. It shows you.
Woohoo!
Squishy, squishy.
Ooh.
You die. Now you die.
Nice damage.
Oh boy.
See, I told
He
you
drops.
would deal with those two.
Boom.
Quick.
Now I would like to move there.
Okay. Yep. You move up to engage him. Correct. All right. Pass your turn.
Clicky, clicky.
Okay. Bandit captain. Who gave him the last damage? I think that was Hybrim. What? No,
that was me.
It was Hybrim.
That was me with my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to. He's going to.
I did damage to him.
Yeah, he's looking at the two that are in front of him, and so he's got 2 attacks. So first swings at Hybrim. Ooh boy. And. Yeah, he hits Hybrim, but then he sees that this.
Point of order. He takes 5 damage.
Okay, give it to him. Okay, go right ahead. So you give him the damage now.
Yeah. 1 second.
You can just grab. You can just grab the damage and drag and drop it on him. You don't have to target him while we're in the middle of this. You just grab the damage and drop it on the combat tracker. It does the same thing. So.
Okay. I mean, I just clicked the button, so.
There you did. There you got it. Okay. He already had it targeted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he swings once.
It's still up.
And then he swings at Grief because Grief just dropped his right-hand man. And oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, Grief dropped his right-hand man?
Yeah. No. Oh, look at that. She's got 2 hit. He got you for minimum damage on it, Grief. You were so lucky.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Our party is so squishy. This is going to be fun.
But she's still alive. She withstood the damage.
Still alive.
So,
Still alive.
I believe in
all right.
you.
Hybrim.
All right. I am going to look at the abandoned captain, and I say to him, "How quickly the tide has turned for you, isn't it?" And I swing my mace at him.
Drunken Finder, thank you for the cheer bits. We don't have
for
our.
God's sake!
Oh boy. Well. Oh no. Wah wah wah. So much for the mouth, Baldy. So, yeah. Thanks for the bits, Drunken Finder. We usually have our alerts on, but we're in just test mode here. We're playing the game to start for next Friday night. And I don't have all the alerts turned on yet. Anything else, Hybrim?
I'm guessing no one wants to give me their inspiration, so I will.
Rusty's the only one left.
Rusty.
Cool.
Okay.
Take it. You can have mine.
I'll take it then.
Okay, uncheck your inspiration, Rusty. Unturn it, check mark off so we know it's gone. And then you may redo that attack roll.
I never gave
Hey.
inspiration.
You can turn it on. There you go.
I'll turn it on.
You're fine. Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
Yeah, it seems I always need the help of others in order to do my damage. Okay.
Never send a human to do a half-orc's job.
Oh. You hit him, you crush into his body and all that, but he's still standing.
Oh my god.
He doesn't look good though.
I'm an ASMR.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my. Really?
Yes. I'm sorry. What are you?
I am ASMR.
That's the first on the channel, folks. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Andy, why did I? What are you doing to me?
Listen.
All right, anything else, Hybrid, or pass your
You
turn?
didn't tell me what to avoid.
Yeah, no, on this channel, nothing much. So
You just said pick friends.
I've got Gary and Jeff on the channel, so I can't get much lower. All right, anything else, Hybrid, or pass your turn?
That will be it.
Okay, Grief. What are you going to do?
Be it.
Give him some grief.
I'm going to target this bandit captain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast Primal Savagery again.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
That's a hit. This could do it. He's not looking good. Minimum. Oh,
No,
my
it's not.
lord.
Oh, no.
He had 2 hit points left, and she.
Oh
no. So
Rogue's gonna.
Guys, he's on his last leg.
yeah, the rogue's gonna be
Rogue's
the
gonna steal our kill.
yeah. That's funny. All right. Anything else, Grief? Is he's
That's it.
his knees
Surprised the rogue
buckled.
isn't already going through the pockets.
Yeah. All right.
Quickly,
please, I am no
Kayashara, mock
common
him to
thief.
death.
All right, I'm gonna mock him to death.
Okay. Go right ahead.
So we're gonna control click, and we are going to. It's just not great. That is not what I wanted to drag. Hello. All right. Give him the save.
He succeeded.
Aw.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, your
Whatever.
mocks have nothing to do against him.
Doesn't he still take? He still takes half, right?
It's a cantrip,
Or
isn't
no?
it? Vicious
Oh,
Mockery
right.
is
I
a
forgot.
cantrip.
I'm thinking
so
of Dissonant Whispers. My
Yep,
bad.
yep. Cantrips gets no
Shit.
extra bonus.
Okay, so it's just a no.
Yep.
I tried.
Nice try.
I'm gonna
It's been so-
stay where I
It's
am.
been so fun.
Yep. Okay, Ash, your turn.
It's been so fun for the first boss of our session 0 to die from a vicious mocking.
We're trying to see who's
Can I
going to be the
soliloquy
first to
for
die,
3
but
seconds
y'all.
before he hits me? Can I
Yeah.
soliloquy and tell him you need to run, you stupid idiot? Oh, but he hit me. Jesus, of
You're
course he
half.
hits me.
You're a half orc. You're smarter than me. I don't think so. Oh, darn. Okay, Spherian.
When
You were gonna run away, weren't you?
No, I was going to soliloquy at him and tell him to run away.
I was trying to get my first kill with the group, but it's not. I have grief on the ropes, but no.
Do you want me to wait for you? I will let you have this kill if you want.
No, because then she's be mad, and we don't need that. Okay.
When I stab you, you'll take
the
it,
bard's
and
gonna be
you'll like it.
All right.
Oh,
That's
it was
a
supposed
hit.
to be advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's go
Nice.
so roll the attack one more time, even though it was with advantage, because you could get a crit. We just always test that. Okay, so the same roll. Okay, so now give him the damage, and that he can say night.
Okay,
As he's
and
only
you
got.
can
Mad.
Yeah, you don't need the sneak.
night.
You don't need it, because he was only 1 hit point away. Okay,
Peace out, fool.
he crumbles to the floor. Yep, nicely done.
say goodnight, Chris.
My name's not Grace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Oh, listen to him getting cocky, because wait till we go to real game. Okay, let's see what
then I'm gonna
happens.
be
Okay.
I was gonna say you have one hit point left. You're not.
All right. Anything else, Fearon? Or
Four of them. No, I'm
pass
good.
it to the
Oh,
orc so he
sorry.
can finish off this fool. All right, half orc.
Taste ferrous oxide.
He hasn't been. This guy hasn't been hit
Oh,
yet,
no,
and he's not
does
gonna
it
be.
take me?
Yeah.
All of his one-liners
Is
are
anybody?
food
Is there
related.
any more inspiration?
Yeah,
'Cause I gave
Key's
mine
got-
away?
You can
Key's
have
got her
mine.
one.
You can have mine.
There you go. All right.
Let's try again.
So I'll
All right,
just
this time you're going to eat ferrous oxide.
There you go.
No,
There's your hit.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's a
Hey,
hit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, but not enough.
Eats not
damage.
enough?
So close.
Not enough. He's still up.
Hmm.
So, and sometimes I will tell you when they're bloodied. That's an old Dungeon Dragon term. Basically, it means they're over half their hit points lost. Sometimes I will tell
It
you.
says heavy. It says he's taking heavy damage.
He's
here in
taking
the
more, and I'm
combat
letting you
tracker.
know that means he is bloodied. He is taking a lot more damage
Okay,
than
got it.
half. Just so you know, it's just clues. Because you might see it, or when I say his legs are buckling, or he's going to fall, that means he's close to dying. So,
Got it.
it's verbal clues for y'all. Hybrim.
I'm going to turn around, get closer to the orc, to the half orc, sorry, and
Do you want a double move?
to-
You can double move, but then you can't
nah.
do anything.
Well,
Well.
no, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to. So
He thinks
I'm
you're in
going to
trouble.
hold up my hand. I hold up my hand again, and fire off another Eldritch blast.
Okay, yep. That's a cantrip. Go right ahead. And can he do it?
Target.
Can he do it,
Get it?
folks?
Yes.
We don't
I'm
know.
gonna say yes, he can.
Oh,
I
jinxed
No, he
him.
cannot.
Oh, I
Ow,
don't
my
have-
back!
Hold on. I need my Searing
Throws him on
Skate.
his back. He's
Oh,
just standing in the middle of the street like this, like, ugh.
that's,
Ow. What the hell, dude?
that hurts. Hold on a second. I
I
gotta
need
play
everyone's
this.
inspiration just to land a hit.
That's right. Why is this?
Sorry, I'm all
so-
out. Fresh out.
Shout.
All right, 1 second here, because we haven't done that yet. I need my. Usually have my sound effects going. Why is
Okay,
it
get my-
taking so long
This is-
here? Come on.
This is why
Miss, come on. There we go. and I'm
Oh, you
bringing
know
this up a
what?
little bit.
Bardic Inspiration is not on my character sheet. I just realized.
Yeah,
So
we'll.
we can fix that later.
Why isn't this
Yeah.
playing? What?
Because you hate
I
us
don't-
and want us to be unhappy.
No, I have my, it's my sounds. I've still got to learn this V-Mix. Okay, so Bardic Inspiration. So actually, Mandy, it will be
Yeah.
coded, but if you are trying to give it to somebody, you,
I can't now because
but it
Right.
will be coded later.
It
Yes.
wouldn't-
Mhm.
It, it wouldn't work for me anyway because I rolled a natural
No.
1 and that's an automatic, so
yeah.
That's correct. You pass your turn,
It just
Hybrid,
made me
because
think
you,
of it.
you failed miserably.
yeah,
Oh.
I failed miserably.
I gotta say, I really love this combat tracker.
Works once you get the hang of
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Oh, look at Creef now. She is like, oh, spitting nails. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 6. You're right here.
I think I can do anything, but
You you don't have a ranged now, so your cantrips close and personal.
yeah.
But down the line, when you got in your melee, shillelagh is your bonus action. You would have cast that because if you were going to use your quarterstaff or your hand axe, you would have had that extra add-on to have your shillelagh.
Can I throw my dagger at him, or
You most certainly do that. So if you look at your so go up to your actions tab up there up to your weapons. You've got how many daggers are you carrying? I gave you 1.
I have 1.
Okay, so change your ammo to 1. And same thing for your hand axes. How many hand axes do you have?
Just 1.
Okay, so now because you can throw your dagger, you can control click. Now the problem is that a thrown dagger has to be within 20 feet to not be at disadvantage. Because the dagger's a lot farther away, you'll be throwing this at disadvantage.
Okay. So
But
then
you
I
can
would
do
click
it.
the disadvantage.
Exactly. Now, and so then you're going to target him. Now, I will also let you know that in my games, if you roll a 1 on this, you'll be hitting
My
the half
back.
orc. That is the downside.
How much damage you got? You
Do
take it.
it.
I
Do
would
it.
probably not die if you hit me because I'm resistant to piercing, so do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then I just click the dice.
So you control it,
the
and then you
weapons.
click the range. Yeah, the dagger that has the range. The bomb means it's a thrown weapon, and so you click that second. Yeah, on that.
Okay.
Double click the 5. Yeah, and there it goes. And you hit him.
Hit.
Way to
I hit
go.
him.
You did.
Nice.
And it gives oh my lord!
And he's down.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
She takes him
That
out.
was on disadvantage. I hope you
With
know.
disadvantage,
I yell
yep.
at him.
Nice
Awesome.
Hey.
done.
Nicely
Breaking
done.
the fourth wall. Hey.
They all drop, and you loot the bodies to find out that they're broke as you, and they have nothing on.
Well,
them.
wait, the
Sorry.
guy in front of me is still dying, so I guess I have to stomp on his neck to kill him.
He,
There you
he
go.
died.
Can we do
He
that?
died. That's it.
Oh my god, that's brutal.
Extra
You made
brutal.
it. You made it through your first combat without any fumbled cards or anybody messing with y'all in chat, because it would happen. I know they probably would have come here and messed with Mandy some already at the bat. So
Yep.
yeah, but
Yep.
I said
I see you. I see you
That's
in
right.
chat.
I
okay.
see you.
Any questions about what we just did? Was there anything that didn't understand, or was a little anything that comes to mind about what we've done so far?
You realize we're going to forget half this by next Friday, right?
You will.
But-
You will. That's yep. I know so. But because it'll get to be memory usage, you'll start to remember. Oh yeah, I get to do this, or this is where I go click on that. You will not remember half of it, and I expect that, and I expect you to ask me the question. So I don't remember. Don't feel embarrassed about it, because there's a lot going on in this interface. Once you understand the combat tracker and the character sheet, that's really what you're getting in and out of a lot, and everything will be coded there for you to go look at and see. I will have it all with shields, so you can click on it to remember what it does for you, when to use it, to check it on and off, and how your inspiration works, and so all the above. Make it a little bit more simpler for you once we start. So
Awesome.
Thank you so much for teaching us, man. That is really appreciated.
Yeah.
what I like doing. So I like teaching the game, not as Fantasy Ground, but teaching the D&D 5e. Normally I run the Lost Mines, but I love this module, and Mandy's played a little bit. She may have told you, but she's going to forget a few things when we first start. But the rest of y'all, this is a fun module. It has a lot of opportunity to do different things inside the city of Waterdeep. So
I made my wife hide it, so I'm not tempted to look at it. So I don't know a damn thing about it.
Plus, I have a bunch of add-ons to it that we're putting the DM's Guild that add flavor to the game. And for there's lots of things to go on to as you progress and do, not only leveling up, but try to uncover the story and what's happening. Okay, that's
Awesome.
it. For us tonight. We will try to always keep it like some people don't do on their Thursday night games. When we say we're going to run a 4-hour game, it's a 4-hour game, not a 7-hour game. Bashman, we need to have a chat.
Bashman.
You got to start running your games on time. They're buckaroo. So
I don't think I could survive a 7-hour game.
yeah, we're going. Yeah, exactly.
I barely survived a 7-hour game,
So-
can I say?
No, I cannot function and wake up in the morning for work if I have to be up that late.
We will always.
Where is everybody, by the way? Where is everybody time-wise? I'm East Coast.
East Coast.
Same.
East Coast.
Florida.
Y'all are all
British
East Coast.
summertime.
He's British. and I'm Central Dallas. So, and
okay.
So Hiram, I run a Sunday afternoon game for Brits.
Oh, really?
Yes, 2:00 my time, which is 7:00 your time, I believe, Sunday night. Yeah, we call it the British Invasion. They're running Lost Mines of Phandelver. So if you're not doing it, come over and watch, because two couples that I met online, chatting with them, and they hadn't played together, and so we're doing that.
Sure, I'll have a look.
Sunday nights. Okay, folks. Well, so players, if we're good with questions, I will, like I said, code everything up. Check the hit points, check the stat scores, make sure they're all in place, and put your effects in there, and make sure your casting abilities are all correct. Other than that, like I said, we will normally, unless I may change the voice, the vMix call links once I fix this display for why it looks funny. I will send y'all another private message in Discord what that new link will be. Okay. And normally I will usually have the table up about an hour or 45 minutes before we start, so you can log in if you want. And we usually, I will tell you when Fantasy Grounds is up beforehand and when the call's ready to go, and you can dial into vMix to get onto the table. And other than that, always check the Discord room. That room is private for y'all. The mods will get in out there and harass you some. But if I need to send messages, or you need to tell me something you're going to be able to miss, or something's come up, post it there, and that's the way I communicate. If we need to postpone, or something's taking place, or I may send y'all a hint that goes on, or especially in a private message. Y'all may get a message from me every now and then that something's going on. I want you to make sure I communicate pretty much exclusively through Discord in that room to y'all as players on the table. So.
Okay, and you want us to
for you if I leave?
Hold on a second. Penn, first you.
Sorry, do you want me to go ahead and communicate with you what the flaw is? Any more
Each
details
one of you
on
need
that?
to send me a private message in Discord of what that flaw is. Okay, and I will add it into your character sheet, and we will, if there's any tweaks or changes we need to make sure we make it game playable, let me know. But send it to me as a private message, not posted in the public room. Seth, you were asking a question?
Is it easier if I straighten out and leave the green screen up, or do you want me to put a black curtain up? I can just flip it around. Whichever's easier for you.
You tell me. If you, so there's green. I've got my green screen behind my Elgato, so I will more than once I put you in. You're going to be in a box that's going to have some stats around it. I'll put it behind it so it's greened out. So I'll take care of it for you. So
I'll just leave this up.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's it, folks. I thank you very much. I look forward to running this module and campaign for you all over the next few months. And like I said, any questions come up, let me know. If not, then I will see the 5 of y'all next Friday night before 8 o'clock. All right?
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
So excited.
Hey,
Awesome.
I'll be good. Sign out. We'll see you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
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 All right. I am good to go. Chat, anybody in Twitch, appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, this is the new Friday night show. We'll be back. Not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow night, do some XCOM. It depends on how I feel. But I will definitely be here. Like I said, Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central is the Lost Mines of Phandelver group. And then we're back all next week for full sessions of Star Wars, D&D, 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 and D&D. I think that's almost a full, yeah, we got Monday through Friday full streams going on, and then Sundays. So that's plenty, I should say, for everybody to come hang out and do our thing. So Jeff and Gary, if y'all are around tomorrow, I may yell at y'all to see if we do another vMix call, since I'm working out the final pieces of this and see what's going on with this pixelation. The return feedback to the players was garbage. And so I think it's the video feed that I'm sending back to them. I want to bump it up. So I may test that out if y'all are around. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's it. We're good. Folks, thank y'all for watching. We're doing some tests on vMix, so we don't have our outro yet. So we're going to call it there, and we'll see everybody next time. Thanks. Bye.